Up because we might lose our Tim Hortons sponsor now because I got McDonald's coffee.
Yeah,
this
why
time.
are we gonna lose our sponsor for that? We don't have a fucking Tim Hortons sponsor. I was gonna come and be like, "Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this episode of Pantelis Live is brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, another place to get coffee." No, why did you go to McDonald's? By the way, I'm surprised.
Because I was gonna be late if I went all the way to the Tim Hortons and came back.
Okay.
And the McDonald's was on the way from Saint Laurent, so I just.
Well, you did make it on time. Do you like the upgrades I made while you were away?
Oh, I love the upgrades.
Yeah, Mike's gonna see it. So what I did is, ladies and gentlemen, is I started the upgrade process of the studio, and so I got these nice extensions here. So now the mics aren't covered. It's mostly for that fucking third seat. It's mostly for your seat and where the guests sit on 2 drink minimum because they always block their fucking faces. It's mostly for that, but I got it for all the mics just so we could upgrade. So now they could extend and come out from the bottom so that they don't cover the face. It sounds ridiculous, but I feel like it's noticeable. Like people will notice that shit. I don't know. How do you feel about that, Poseidon?
I feel good about it.
Yeah? So tell us, Poseidon. What have you been doing this weekend?
We went out yesterday
Okay. Why do you make it sound like we're
for
dating?
supper. Well, like for Veron's birthday.
Yeah.
For Veron's birthday.
Do you, Shifty Samurai, do you feel like he looks Pablo Escobar-esque?
Well, actually, it's funny that he asked that because the Cubans in Cuba with my tan,
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh my god, like you look a lot like."
Like what?
Because I had the hair to the side the same way,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Yo, you look a lot like."
You look dumb, but in brown. That's what they're saying.
No, I look like. No, one Cuban said like Che Guevara or whatever.
That's stupid.
One Cuban said like Pablo Escobar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another Cuban said, "Please don't rape my wife."
Oh my
Yeah,
God, bro.
a lot of things were said in Cuba. By the way, Marvin, that is a great idea. I'm gonna do that. I have a new. I got a new GoPro that I haven't used yet. It's the Hero 7 Black, the one that has stabilization. I got it for the car, so I could film shit in the car if ever. I'm gonna use it for the time lapse. Actually, Mike told me last week that he wants to get the lady who's building the studio in his club, because we're gonna have a second podcast studio. The one who's designing it to come in here and just take a look and see what we should do with the walls. It's gonna look different. I think we're not gonna have posters anymore because it'll be like one uniform design, but it'll look cool. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna do a time lapse. That'll look pretty cool. You can get the posters down and then the new stuff going up. That'll be pretty neat. So yeah, welcome everybody. Welcome to Pantelis Live. It's Sunday. I just went to the parade. There was the Greek Independence Day parade here in Montreal, and the Prime Minister was there. You know, Justin Trudeau.
Your arch nemesis.
My arch. I don't know if I'm his arch nemesis, but he was there. You know, being cold. I felt bad for him because he was shivering, like standing there. I was like,
Really?
yeah, I go, this pussy can't stand there for this long. This is terrible. Give the lady a coat.
It's not even cold.
It is a little cold. I don't.
It's windy, but it's not cold. Cold like bro. Like we had cold this year.
Yeah, obviously we had a lot more cold, but he was whatever. At least I'm surprised he still shows up. That was a little impressive. I'm like, why does he doesn't need to be in this city, and he doesn't need to show up for this every fucking year.
I'm surprised.
I know Valak, he's got to look good, but I think in general, like he's not winning, like especially as far as the Greeks are concerned.
Yeah.
Who's he gonna win over? It's either they don't like him or they like him.
Yeah.
There's no one who's 50-50 on him.
Yeah.
There's almost like, oh, he showed up again, I'll vote for him. It's mostly like, this idiot's ruining the country. It's mostly that.
Yeah, but I'm surprised he didn't show up in like a Tsolya outfit.
Oh, he dressed like one of our heroes that fought the Turks. No, because then he would anger his Muslim voters.
No.
He's gotta be careful. He's gotta be careful, bro. He can't do that. When is Greece going to claim its independence from the EU? I don't know. As soon as I get elected Prime Minister of Greece, maybe that's when it's going to happen. Hopefully soon, but I don't see it happening. But it's nuts that you know what's funny is I thought about it while he was there. So So he's there. He's doing his thing. Like, hey, Greeks, I'm here. You know, I'm supporting the local community. But he doesn't, like, he doesn't seem like he wants to be there. Do you know what I mean? Like, he seems like, fuck, another stop on the tour. You know?
Yeah.
Like a musician.
Yeah.
That he's at a, like, he knows a lot of the people, so he's like talking. But you could tell he's like, it's fucking cold. I could have been in a hotel room bagging some dudes right now. Why am I here? Like,
I wasn't expecting. I thought you were gonna say banging my wife.
nah, I come unexpectedly. I'm out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. Oh, by the way, speaking of hotel rooms, did anybody catch the Dirt on Netflix? It's the
What is that?
It's a movie about Motley Crue, and it's based off the book that they had written, the autobiography, and they made a movie about it. And Machine Gun Kelly is in it.
MGK.
Yeah, MGK Machine Gun, who I never liked. He's in it, and he plays Tommy Lee, who it's funny because he made his mom, because his mom's Greek. She was like a beauty queen in Greece, and he made the actress like just speak Greek, just to show like, she's Greek. Like Tommy Lee's like, you gotta show my mom is, because she calls his girlfriend a whore. As a good Greek mom would do. But it was actually, here's the thing. So why I'm bringing this up, I didn't like Machine Gun Kelly, but after this, I kind of like him. I think he's a good actor.
Why?
I didn't even realize it was him towards the end of the movie.
Really?
It didn't click in my head. I was like, fuck, they really cast Tommy Lee well. I thought it's a fun guy. He's doing a good job. And then towards the end, I'm like, is that Machine Gun Kelly?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah. It
He
made
was
me
also in Bird Box.
He was in Bird Box. He was garbage. In
Yeah.
Bird Box, I felt like he was Machine Gun Kelly in a movie.
Yeah.
Now he actually acted.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And he was good, eh?
He was. I thought he. Yeah, it was awesome. See, even Silver and Gold saw it. Yeah, I thought he was great. He was so good. He destroyed my hate for him.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. He won you over.
He won me over.
Wow.
You could win me over. You know how
But
Crowder
this
has.
is rare, though.
It's rare, but you know how Crowder has to change my mind.
Yeah.
I'm really like that. You could change my mind. I give everybody the opportunity.
Yeah.
It just normally doesn't
You're a
happen.
fair man.
I'm a fair monster. Let's see. Trump's 2020 campaign just got a whole lot easier. Yeah, what the fuck happened with Mueller? Apparently, they were waiting for so long to be like, "There's Russia collusion," and everything that came out is like, "Yeah, there's no Russian collusion." And now what are they doing? They want to subpoena Mueller. Like, what's going on? And I saw Bill Maher say the dumbest thing. He's like, "Oh, I don't need proof. I have a TV. I know that Trump is a traitor." What does that mean?
That doesn't make any sense.
I have a TV. I have CNN. I'm indoctrinated. No proof. What are you talking about? No. I'll listen to what they tell me. What a dumb thing for someone who claims to be an intellectual to say.
Yeah.
Right? What a fucking
That's not even something I would say.
No, and
That's
you say
the
some
worst.
stupid
Yeah,
ass
and I say
shit.
some crazy shit, bro. And I would
Stupid.
never say that.
Yeah,
Crazy
silver and gold,
stupid.
fake news, yeah. And here's the other thing is you don't have, again, you know, I try to be fair in the middle as much as I can. You don't have to be a hater of Hillary Clinton. You don't have to be a supporter of Trump. You don't have to be any of that. But if you look at it objectively, just say the truth.
Yeah, with common sense.
With common sense. The guy's like, we're going to prove there's Russia collusion. They do it. There's no collusion with the Russians. Oh, but I believe there still is. Inside, I still feel it because the news told me. That's crazy. What kind of an adult acts like that? Anyway.
It's a...
It has become a religion for the mainstream media. It has. Marvin, you're 100% right. Now it's like religious. They're like, oh, no, we said this. We have to stand by it. We believe it. And it's not even... And it's fucking, of all people, like, you make it, like, Trump is easy to fuck with. It's easy to say jokes about Trump, right? But even at that, you don't feel hacky at some point? Like, the punchline is always just Trump. It's just, his name is a punchline now. You don't want to create good humor. You know, if you're going to be, what CNN shouldn't, they should just report on the news. But you don't want to create, it's just the same thing. Like, oh, but Trump. Oh, but you don't get tired of it. I'm exhausted. That's why I stopped talking about it on stage. I stopped talking about politics. I just got exhausted. I'm like, nobody wants to hear this shit all the time.
Yeah, you get tired of it. It becomes old. It becomes old news, bro. Like everything else.
Rachel Maddow was about to cry. There's no Russian collusion. This fucking journalist, TV reporter, anchor woman. She's garbage. But it's just, she was about to, instead of being like, oh, well, we were wrong. It's good that our president did not collude with the Russians. That's what a normal human being would say, right?
Yes.
Oh, thank God we still have a democracy. I thought it was going to prove that he was in a Russia, but he wasn't. Should be happy, you fucking dweeb. You cow. Anyways. So, tell us what you think. Do you think this upgrade matters? Is it just me who thinks that it's better to see people, their faces, when the cams are one-on-one? Maybe people don't care. People might not even watch unless it's the live one because of the people might even listen. I know a lot of people listen. So I don't know.
On like
On
YouTube
compound or the shots, depending.
or the iTunes.
Depends on the face, Joseph says. Joseph, that is a great answer.
If it's my face, you're definitely watching.
Yeah. Please put a paper bag over Poseidon. But whatever you want to firm, just put a paper bag on his head. Upgrade's always better, Silver and Gold says. Yeah, little things. You know what? Now that I look around, when it actually finally does change the whole thing, I am gonna miss it because even though it's like wacky, there's
has
character.
yes,
Yeah, it has
yes.
character. Yeah,
Like my favorite poster is that one over there.
the one that nobody sees.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the reason.
I love it how I said it like everyone else can see it.
Yeah.
I'm so stupid sometimes. You had to take a pause.
Poseidon has a face that only a mother can love, and a brain that only science can appreciate. That's it. That's what he has.
Oh God. You feel like I should be studied?
No, definitely not.
Why?
Study what?
My stupidity.
No, because it'll be like one of those horror movies where the patient drives the doctors crazy.
Yeah.
We don't understand why he thinks the way he thinks. Sir, there's a war happening in Syria. What do you think? What's up with bacon, bro? Just he's a buffoon. So, speaking of buffoons, somebody brought up, I forgot who it was, because I posted, two things actually. I posted what we should talk about today. One was for the Converse ad, which is what we're going to get to now. But before I do, somebody had mentioned like the 2 drink minimum kind of the last couple of episodes were, he didn't like them. He found them, I don't think it was unlistenable. I think the last episode was one of our best. I think both the shot and the actual compound was fucking hilarious. But before that, I had mentioned it on one of the episodes that I think there was a handful, 3 or 4 episodes that it was, remember we were traveling, like not you, but like me and Mike were always in and out.
Yeah.
We'd come in, record, and then leave and all that. So it was everyone was tired, everyone was low energy.
Yeah.
And we were waiting till all that ends, till the episodes kind of pick up tracking and we're comfortable, like we were last week. Last week we were back in our element because everyone was comfortable again. But I remember because I would leave. I went to Texas. I came back. He went up north. So everything was always crazy. The episodes were recorded. Like we'd see each other just for that and then leave, and it was a little crazy. But now we're back on our grind. And for those of you who are subscribed to Compound, check out the last episode because I had to edit it right to do the camera angles because I got a cut between. And I haven't laughed so much at an episode that I was on in very long. I kept having to stop because I was laughing.
Really?
It made me laugh.
Even the clips I was laughing at.
Even the clips that are coming that Jason's cutting out. Yeah.
This is actually the first shot that I watched full.
Yeah, it's been a long
good.
time. It's been a long time since we actually have been back in our element, comfortable sitting down, not traveling. And even now, the travel that we're planning in the future for the show, we're going to do it a bit differently. So we're talking with Mike. We're probably going to be going to different cities to record episodes so we could bring comics from there. Like, let's say we go to LA. But what we're going to do now is go for like a week. Go for a week. Get a studio there, bring everyone in on different days, record with the comedians or whatever, and instead of rushing, doing, and everybody's tired. So, because we work better, it seems, when we're relaxed.
Yeah, when you're not rushed, everything comes out better when you're not rushed, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And pressured. You just gotta take it easy, you know.
Yeah, take it easy.
Take it easy, yo.
And that's kind of what made the show different on Compound 2 initially. It was because we were from a different studio and we didn't have the pressure of, it's on now. It's doing, we were just relax and shoot the shit.
Yeah.
We didn't have to bring anyone in or do anything, and that's what made it what it was. And then you saw the last cut, like 2 months of just rushing in and out. It made it crazy. Is the rolling going to stay? Joseph, look at this. Where's Joseph? Bam! Ow! Look at that, Joseph. It's gone. We got rid of it.
What rolling?
The text on the bottom.
Oh.
Yeah.
You said that really loud. My eardrum was like, eh.
Yeah, it was meant to scare you.
Really?
So, yeah, that's the update on that. Joseph, you see you brought it up. If you didn't bring it up, I would have left it there for a bit more. I completely forgot about it. So, here's what I want to get to, Poseidon. You didn't see... So, I watched the Converse ad twice before we started. And I'm going to put it on now. So, I thought people were overreacting. I heard they're like, oh, Converse said that they're woke. And, yeah. And, go woke. What is it? Get woke, go broke. So, I thought it was like a new Gillette thing. But I wanted to watch it. So I saw it, and I got to be honest, people weren't really overreacting. It really is stupid. It's actually dumb as shit. And I don't know why a company like that would do it. So we'll watch it together, and Poseidon gets to see it for the first time. So that should be... And you'll understand what I mean. Like, even you, Poseidon, you're going to get it.
There was a young woman who lived in a shoe. She had lots of ambition, intelligence too.
She move out of the
But
fucking
every
shoe.
promotion would go to some hack. So she quit her dumb job and didn't look back.
That's fine so far. Money goes to a hack.
There was a young woman who lived in a shoe. She didn't have time to be told what to do.
She hated the Jew.
She traveled the world and had no plans to wed. It was her right to choose the life that she led.
Who's forcing you to get married in the Western world? What are you talking about?
There was a young woman who lived in a shoe. She was called every name, even a shrew. But this little queen could not care less. Because she had better things to do than listen to pathetic trolls scream at her for being a smart, confident woman.
She can't rhyme though. Nobody buys Converse anymore.
That was it.
That was it. That was yeah. The animation style was nice. Like the art, like the pictures, great. But the first one was fine too. You work for a hack, and you say fuck it, I quit. I'm all on board. Then it's like she's not gonna get married because it's her choice. Who said it's not her choice? These commercials come out for the Western world, right? Western audiences, like North America.
They should be in.
Why don't you should show this Converse commercial in Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. That's where it would make more sense. Yeah. So dumb. They're putting targets on their head that aren't real. Like trolls online get mad at confident women. Nobody's bothering. Nobody cares. Do whatever you want. Nobody's unhappy with.
This is interesting.
They're making stuff up.
This is interesting though. I want to see how these companies are gonna do.
Could you imagine if anyone else did that? Imagine if I would go online and be like, whoever doesn't follow me, it's because you're fucking racist. Like, what?
You don't like men with long hair?
Yeah. What's the matter? You sons of bitches. Like, what are you talking about? You fucking psychos. Ugh.
That is retarded though.
It's retarded.
Like even for me. Is
Even
mad.
for you. Like you heard it and it pissed you off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine. Just imagine that. Yeah, but the art style's nice though. Let's see. So I filled her with my goo. A goosh. Yeah, the animation style was nice. Let's see. But you see, here's the thing, silver and gold, and you can agree. The women power thing. I think very libertarian view. Everyone in North America, at least, you're free to do whatever you want. Right? You're free to do whatever you want. I don't want to subjugate anyone to what I want or whatever. Especially women. Like, who's going to stop you? This mythological enemy that you're creating of keeping you down exists, but it exists on the other side of the world where you're not.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to come out and be like, we need to help women in the Middle East, isn't that okay? I'll be there for you. But what you're saying is false.
There's no oppression of women.
Here. Yeah, here, yeah, no.
Here in North America, there's
No.
almost like it's non-existent.
No, there's more oppression of retards like you. It's true, you get more shit on for being stupid. Yeah.
Yeah.
She needed that money. But it's not even, here's the thing, silver and gold, everything, like words are being misused. It's not even because they all go, oh, it's feminine. It's not even, because if you look back at feminism, what feminism was supposed to be about was equality. Make sure women aren't being fucked with, they have the same right, and then level playing. It's not even that anymore. Now it's, you're a feminist because fuck dudes. That's crazy. I don't want people to do the opposite. I don't want people to be like, fuck women, put them down. I don't want people to do the other way around. Fuck men. Fuck you. You know?
If anything, I would say in North America, women are actually more protected than men.
Of course. Come on, obviously.
You know,
Which I
don't mind.
Which is fine.
Which
yeah.
I don't mind.
I don't give a shit.
I don't need nobody to protect me.
Yeah,
you know?
you
like
do.
you know what I mean. Like I could handle myself. I could take care of myself. Like,
Yeah.
but like
Them too, except for the ones that are like
the ones.
the ones that care. Everybody's rhyming. There's a rhyming scheme, and then the other one's like, if fucking trolls online bother me. This was a poem, lady. Yeah, but I'm a free woman. I can do whatever I want.
Free will.
Yeah. Poems are for Nazis.
I'm woke.
Yeah. I woke up with no poem, no skill, can't rhyme. Oh man. So yeah, that's what happened.
Your poem doesn't rhyme. Yeah, but it's woke though.
She came down with 250. Yeah.
What's it came down with 250?
No, he's talking about Andrew Dice Clay about the little boy Blue. He needed the money, and then Jack and Jill went up the hill.
I still can't get that joke.
Really?
I'm thinking
Little
about
boy
it.
Blue.
Yeah.
Little boy, because there's a fuck man. I can't. This is Poseidon. So there's children's stories.
Okay.
Little boy Blue is one of them, but blue as in the color. But what he says is little boy Blue. Think about it, blue, like he blew.
Okay.
And then he stops because he needed the money. You get it? So he blew, not blue the color.
Okay,
Little
so
boy
he blew
Blue.
somebody for money.
Yeah, little boy Blue.
Who did he blow though?
It doesn't matter. The whole thing is just a play on words.
Ah.
Yeah, you're a fucking piece of garbage.
What?
It's all on you now.
Oh, it's all on
You
me?
got to carry the show.
Little boy blue. Some guy.
Comedy is easy.
No, it's not. I'm not a comedian.
No, you're not a comedian, but it doesn't. You're still funny though.
Yeah, I guess.
There's plenty of people
I
I
do
know.
funny shit.
There's plenty of people I know that are not comics that they're funny.
Mm.
You don't, because there's different types of funny.
Sometimes I make people laugh at work because like they'll say something and then I'll hit back with shit and then
Now you didn't used to do that. You weren't able.
that's because of you. Though.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
You,
because
you
of you. by the
never
way.
had. I remember
I
when I
know.
first met you. You were a fucking piece of drywall. Nothing would stick. Nothing would work. You couldn't have. And now, because you've been exposed to so many comedians.
Yeah,
Yeah, you actually have comebacks, which is better. I like that. Yeah.
I like that too.
Yeah, we're building you. You're turning into a real human being.
It's funny because like I worked at Tommy. How did you think of that? I go, I don't know.
I get verbally assaulted by professional comedians on a daily basis. I cry my pillow a lot, but I'm the fun guy at work.
That's funny.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, so I was supposed to do a Pantelis podcast again. I was supposed to bring in the psychic who wanted to come in,
Oh yeah.
and then she canceled. But I shouldn't say canceled because people are going to get mad at her. Postponed. She's like, I didn't foresee how busy I was going to be. And I
But
was
wait,
like,
isn't that?
yeah. I was like, all right. That's interesting. We're going to bring this up when you come on the show.
Isn't that? Oh, wait, so you're gonna tell it? But didn't you say?
Yeah, half your job is to foresee things.
But then I guess it goes back to like the whole comedian, like make me laugh type of thing.
yeah,
It
same.
doesn't work. She's gonna tell you it doesn't work that way.
No, I know. I'm just busting her
I
balls,
know, I know, I
obviously.
know.
Here's another thing. I was thinking about this on in bed today when I woke up, which is it's a stupid thing to think about, but I still thought about it. I was thinking about time travel, and I was thinking about like you know how the government spent a lot of money, the CIA I think back in the 60s or 70s to do like mind control and telepathy and like fortune tellers and all that. They spent a lot of money in it, right? So here's what I was thinking. If they believe that some people could see your fortune, like they know your fortune, doesn't that mean that time travel is possible? But also, doesn't that mean that everything that we're doing now has already been decided?
That is a little fucking crazy.
Isn't it a little fucking
It's
crazy?
like the Umbrella Academy, though.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't that mean if they believe that someone could read your fortune, that there's fucking 50 people on the planet, if the CIA believes that there's 50 people on the planet that legitimately can see events before they happen, well, doesn't that mean that those events have already occurred in some type of reality, or doesn't that mean that it's all written,
I know
that you're
what
not
you-
making any
I
decisions?
know what you're talking about, but I don't like to think about
MK
this.
Ultra stuff, yeah, Joseph, yeah. Doesn't that mean that? But aren't we? Isn't that? Think about that, because that means that I can't change the future,
Yeah.
which means that they believe that this is all I think that's also the people that believe that it's all a code, right? That we're all in a simulation.
Oh yeah.
Like Elon Musk believes that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something. I'm not saying it's true or whatever. I'm just saying there's something to the logic loop. Like it's more than just one theory. It's just a lot of things connect. That's why they think it. Remote viewing, yeah, they did KS. They were doing remote, which is fucking insane because some of the stuff doesn't make sense, you know? It wasn't working. But they had certain people that would yield insane results. That's why they kept pumping money into it.
Really?
Yeah, which is always fucking weird. Which is always weird if you think. The only thing that scares me, the only thing that I find interesting is not the remote viewing. That's cool too. It's the people who predict accurately events that would happen, because that would mean that you don't really have free will, or it's all decided. Like you've already run through this course.
Well, maybe we all have free will, but certain events are supposed to happen.
But what does that mean?
So,
Every
like-
event is triggered by something else. So how is something supposed to happen?
So, like, let's say this is the event, right?
Hold on. Tom's like, who simulates Poseidon? He goes, and why? What is his mission? To rid the world of punchlines?
That's funny.
Yeah, Gigi, it's like that. It's like everything's been written, and we're just moving through the timeline. Because if they're seeing the future, and the CIA is like, yeah, there's certain people, they see the future, and these events actually happen, so they see it. For those events to happen, that means that everything needs to play out a certain way.
Well, what if like this is point A and this is
Oh,
point B?
before you continue, I want to get to that. I want to see what your theory is. It might be hilarious, it might be ridiculous. But another theory was that all this is happening because of when they started using the Large Hadron Collider, you know, in Swiss.
What the fuck is that?
I'm not going to get into that right now.
Jesus
but this whole
Christ.
yeah, they're trying to like go to the smallest atoms and particles and all that shit. Basically, they said that maybe fucked everything up, and that's why whatever. But get to your theory.
So I was thinking like this is point A, point B. Maybe like major events. This is supposed to happen. Okay, but regardless of the path, there could be like 1,000,001 paths you could take in life.
Yeah.
But then through those paths, it's like a funnel. You know what I mean? So whichever one you take, it eventually gets funneled into this regardless.
That's stupid. Well, I mean, that could be it.
So, like,
but
you-
if that's it, again, then you really don't have control.
So no, but you have control over how it pans out, how the story flows, but the end result is sort of.
So then you don't
it's
have
like-
any control.
It's like in video games.
Yeah.
It's like in video games with multiple choices and stuff.
Which in the end is going to.
The end is the same thing,
So that
but
means that you
you can-
believe it's a simulation.
My head
But
hurts.
Marvin, by the way, in case somebody's not reading the chat, what Marvin said is 100% true. That's what they were doing. They were investigating everything to find out during the Cold War if they could get some kind of advantage over the Ruskies, some kind of if they're using technology but you're using mysticism. The Nazis did the same thing. Everybody who's in power always tries to figure this shit out.
Yeah.
It's always those small cases where they're like, we don't know what to. It's always those that I stick on. I'm like, yeah, that is fucking strange. You know, but everybody looks at it differently. Some people are like, "Oh, I believe in this now." You know, they're all me. It's more of it makes me think about fuck. How is that like? Then that means we don't have choice. Because I'm very much the freedom guy. Like I like free will. So I'm like fuck. Wouldn't that be crazy if everything's been predetermined to a certain level? Like you say what you want to say, you think what you want to say, but there's always certain decisions that you kind of lean towards
I
to
guess-
make the world go in a certain.
Yeah.
That would be fucking weird.
You know what really, what movies really interest me? Like there's different.
Marvin wanted us to all know that back then, science didn't even know that a human could be as dumb as Poseidon. It wasn't a possibility. Marvin, could you imagine the Soviet scientists? They're like, they're doing tests. It's like, this is the level of stupidity we're going to reach. Nothing can ever be dumber than this. And then now they're like, I don't can't explain that one. Must be God. I don't know. I'm a religious man now. Yeah.
But like, I like to think the different dimensions
Yeah.
theory. I like to think there's like 100 different versions of you out there.
There could be the dimension thing comes out. That's even fucked up.
That's crazy too.
Yeah, and
Like imagine there's 100 different Poseidons, like me, but all live differently. One was in the army, one became a general or something. One was like fucking I don't know.
but
like,
all are bisexual.
Jesus Christ.
Only 100 versions. Is it Marvin?
It's an example.
But no, but the theory, because Marvin mentioned that, it makes me think too. The theory was that it's endless, right?
Yeah. But imagine there were only 100, okay? Now imagine we had access to those dimensions and we brought all of those Poseidons here on Earth. What do you think would happen?
Is that a serious question?
Yeah.
Everybody would get molested. There would be a spike in crime, but at the same time, very high results for arrests. They would all get caught while the crime is happening because they're idiots. A bank was robbed by 9 people who look alike.
Oh, like one of them is like the smartest one. He's like a scientist or something. He took the correct path through life.
But he still talks like you.
Yeah, he still talks like me.
See,
But
there's
he's
a-
just
there's
there.
a-
You all fucking stupid, bro.
He's
You all
a
fucking
he's a friend of the UN. Oh, what's up, dudes? Okay, so listen. So me, I'm doing science stuff out here. Okay, I'm trying to figure out. There's multiple versions of me. Like, look, this guy, right? But many, many times. 8 of them got molested on the way here by 9 of the other me's. You explain what's going on here, guys. Yeah, Etienne's like, it'll be the weirdest gay sex ever. It's not gay if it's me, bro. Not gay.
Jesus Christ.
It would be hilarious. Imagine a world with Rachel Maddow has a show on Compound Media. You know what's fucked
Wait,
up?
what?
On Compound, Rachel Maddow, she had a show on Compound. But Tom, you bring up an interesting thing. You know that I think Keith and Anthony, they actually, I don't think they mind about that because even with us, they never tell us what. I don't think they care as long as people want to enjoy the show. I don't think they give a fuck. If it's a good show, people want to watch it. I think they would. It would never happen. She wouldn't go. But I think anyone qualified that could put together a good show, they would think about it. They would look into having them have their own show on there, which is actually very, very good. That's the way it should be.
I'm surprised they haven't made a movie like that though.
Imagine being
What did he say?
Marvin's like, imagine being subject to a rape train of 100 Poseidons. He goes, it'll be the longest 10 minutes experienced by a human. Bro, no, that's my dick. No, bro, raping each other.
Jesus Christ. But I'm surprised no one has thought of a movie like that. Where there's like the main character
Yeah.
somehow figures out how to access different dimensions.
And there's
And-
always the
and there's a million and
interdimensional.
one different versions of him that end up on planet Earth on our dimension.
For sure
And
that's
he's trying to
happened.
solve the problem. It's like, what the fuck? What did I do? No, no, no.
For sure that's happened, I think.
A movie like that? I don't think there's
Something
a movie like
maybe
that.
not the exact plot you're thinking in your
Yeah.
fucking retarded skull, but definitely you see Family Guy did it, saying, yeah, that's like 50 movies, Marvin saying, yeah, for sure it's happened. It's just nobody this is why I kind of think that maybe time travel is never possible, because I feel like if time travel was possible and we could figure it out, then that means that someone would already have come back. Because if we could figure it out, even if we figure it out in 1,000 years, they could have come back.
Yeah.
So I think time travel, the way we think about it, might not be possible. Ever. And you know what? Somebody was... I think I'm going to talk about it on stage. I never talk about like superheroes and shit like that. But what was your... You ever think about as a kid or as an adult, what would be the best power to have?
Flying.
Flying, I
love
thought.
flying.
A lot of people think teleportation.
Nah, but it's too boring, teleportation.
It's
though.
not even too boring. You know what I thought of? As technology, you know, people are like, oh, I can't wait till we're allowed to teleport places. And everybody's excited because you don't have to travel anymore. It's all instant. But at the same time, it's also the worst thing that could ever happen.
Why?
Because you can go anywhere you want, right? But that means that everyone can come to you. That means that all the people you don't like, all your in-laws, all that, bro, they're always 3 minutes away. You know how fucking crazy that
But
is?
Even if we do discover teleportation, I don't think it's gonna be readily accessible like that. It's like when you go to the airport, it's bad for you to walk through those machines. That's
Yeah.
I think like you're gonna be able to do it, but only a certain amount of times before it starts to like fuck you up physically or mentally or whatever.
Yeah, probably.
Un-
Teleportation, I don't think is going to be a thing for people. Let's hear people in the people in the future are really racist. Yeah, they don't want to come back. Like,
This-
we're going to wait till they all mix and they're one race.
This is gonna be like an army thing. So let's say we start colonizing other planets.
Yeah.
But let's say it's like I don't know how many fucking light years away. Then this is gonna be like a use for the army. That
I don't think
can
they could I think they have to have a setup there in order to teleport.
exactly.
there.
Yeah.
I don't think it's magic. You can't just
No,
be
but
like,
there would be the first motherfuckers that would show up and kill some motherfuckers, alien motherfuckers, and like, you know what I mean?
you know what Tom just said? I invite all time travelers to a party at my place last night. You know what's interesting about that? That can make a good movie where you have a party at your house. Like the movie doesn't explain things, but the movie starts and it's a party, a house party. And everyone who's at that house party, they're all talking to you like they know you, but you don't really know them, but you're still having fun and they're telling you funny stories. And then you find out that it's all people that you met 20 years into the future, that when time travel was a thing, that came back to that party that you set up on purpose.
That's a good plot.
That would be crazy.
That's a good plot.
Yeah.
And then one of your arch nemesis from the future comes back to kill you.
Why is everybody trying to kill you? Why is that where your mind goes? There's people that live their lives without having people wanting to kill them. You know that exists. You know what I guarantee you? There's 99% of the people in this chat right now don't have people that actively want to murder them, that want them dead. And most of the people that want them dead aren't in their families.
I know. Me, it's every second family member.
Yeah. Let's see, issue of Asimov or Analog Magazine. That was just a story in the most recent. The party thing. That's fucking cool. That's fucking interesting. That's so interesting to have that. You set up a party. Like, why would you set up a party? And they're all people from the future, but they're talking to you as if they know you then, right? So they're telling you stories that don't make sense to you yet, but they
Yeah.
will in 10 years. It's fucking good.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And then it ends with your future self coming back. And like, this wasn't supposed to happen. Like
Okay,
with
that's
a
just
warning
cool.
or
What
something.
is wrong? Why is everything a panic to you?
Bro, I was raised in chaos.
I thought you were going to say raped. You're like, bro, I was raped.
No, I was raised in chaos, bro.
I know. So everything's chaos.
I thrive around chaos. I think that's why I ran towards the fire as well. I thrive in chaos.
Oh, shit. Yeah, we should talk about that.
Oh, yeah. Or should we keep it for 2DM?
No, we'll tell it now since you brought it up. We'll tell Mike too, but because he doesn't know yet. But we'll
Yeah.
so basically, Poseidon is a hero at his current employers. He's stopped a robbery once. I think we talked about that.
Yeah.
And now
No, we never
recently-
talked about that.
We-
I never
no?
had the chance, no.
So we'll talk about that. But most recently, a few days ago, he put out a fire in a rival person's what was the rival company? Discount?
Enterprise.
Enterprise. He went to Enterprise and they were on fire, and he put out the fire. Which, if you think about it, look, they're
Well,
your
look,
rivals.
I'm gonna
You
tell you-
should have let it burn.
Well, look, I'm going to tell you something. We don't hate each other there. We're all people at the end of the day that just go to work. You know what I mean?
Different skin color.
You know, we're all
But
just,
we all sell cars.
we're all just people, bro. We're all just there to make a buck. You know what I mean? There's friendly competition. It
Okay.
ends about there. But at the end of the day, you don't want nothing bad to happen to these people. You know what I mean?
I guess I'm not
Like, it's not-
I'm not part of the
Unless-
aggressive gang culture.
Unless
of
somebody raped my
rental car
wife.
companies.
Unless somebody raped my wife. then
Why
I'd
is
wanna kill them.
that? Why is that where you're going? In KS, that's exactly what I asked too. If he started the fire, apparently he didn't. Apparently he didn't. He's like, I don't even know how the fire started, bro. Man, I was smoking. I threw my lit cigarette into the kiosk, and I left
I thought it was my colleague actually that started the fire. I'm gonna explain.
as an act of aggression.
No, because he's a bit stupid.
Okay.
Okay, he's a little stupid. Okay, well, not stupid, but I guess he's stupid. Anyways,
Listen, guys, he's stupid. He's not stupid, but he's stupid. But he's not, I guess he's stupid. In that sentence, you're the idiot. In that
well, no, because like he's not a stupid person, but like he does dumb shit. Like he's very forgetful. Like he'll forget stuff in different places. So I thought he forgot like a garbage bin in front of the heater in our booth.
Okay. You thought your booth was on fire?
Yes. So what happened was, so I serve a client, and this client is known for being dramatic. So he always.
Are you the smartest person in your office?
Man, I don't know.
What do you think? Are you at least top 3?
I would say I'm second.
Okay, that's interesting. Get on with the story.
Anyways. So yeah. So this client is known to be fussy. He'll complain like, "Oh, it smells like smoke. Oh, it's too dirty." And then you show up to the car, and it's not dirty.
There's cum stains on the passenger side.
It's not dirty, and it doesn't smell like smoke. So you could get free. Fuck, I keep getting hiccups. So you could get free upgrades.
Okay, I thought you were fucking having an aneurysm.
No. I keep getting hiccups, and I'm trying to talk at the same time. Anyways, so he comes back, and he's like, "Dude, your cars are on fire in the lot." So I look at him. I'm like, "Really, bro? Like, this is how you stoop to a new level." I go to him like this is next level shit. And he goes,
Why are
"No,
you
no, no."
lying?
Yeah. And he goes, no, come see. I'm like, oh. So I go outside and I look, bro, half the lot covered in black smoke.
Oh my
Covered.
God.
I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Black smoke.
So our booth was covered in smoke. I couldn't see the booth. So I'm like, fuck, is the fire coming from our booth? I couldn't tell if it was a car, if it was my booth. So me, like, I don't know, my first instinct was 911 right away. And I'm like, I need firefighters right now. And I give them the address, blah, blah, blah. And then, like a fucking retard, I run into the smoke to check if my booth was on fire.
A goddamn hero and a retard.
So I run into the smoke. I touch my door to see if it was hot. I'm like, okay, it's not our booth.
You learned that from Home Alone, but go on.
Yeah. And then I just did this, though. I did go like that, like super quick, you know?
Do it again? Yeah.
You know? And then I hop in my car, bro, with smoke. I roll down the windows because then smoke got in my car. I'm driving around looking for the source of the fire. I see it's Enterprise. I'm like, it's Enterprise, boo. Now, people run to it. People were in like shock, you know? Like
At you?
No, they just froze there looking at the fire. They just froze there. And there's one guy trying to put out the fire with a gallon, like a bucket of water.
Of gasoline?
No, of water.
He's like, I should put water on this, but there's only gasoline available.
And then I'm like, bro, really? And he's like, what, man? Let me alone. I'm like, there's a fire extinguisher right there. I go to him.
Oh, these idiots.
And then I'm like, I run to the fire extinguisher thing.
Yeah, Marvin. He's taking out the
I
competition.
rip the door open. Ka-ta! And then I grab the thing.
And then I went, good douche.
And then I grab the thing, tear the thing. I'm like, go put it. I throw it at him. He catches it. Like, ah.
I'm very proud of you.
And then he goes, shh, and he put out the fire. And then the firefighters come, okay, big guy, you saved the day, whatever.
That's what
okay.
they said?
Yeah, okay, big guy, you can calm down now. Here they go.
Why? You can't tell them, hey, firefighters, it's me. I did this.
But because they saw the whole thing.
Oh, what, they were sitting there watching?
No. Like they were walking towards us, and they saw, like as they were rushing, they saw this happening, like unfolding.
Oh,
And
in front of their very eyes.
yeah,
You know, I would have loved to watch a news report with you.
I was hoping that there would be cameras, bro. I was like, ah.
They would. And now we're talking to local hero Poseidon. Oh yeah, I saw fire, and I said I gotta take it out
don't
of the
talk
fire,
like that,
fucking,
bro.
you know. And then the competition, but with our people here, black, white, whatever, except for the Mexicans, you know. And then the guy's like, "Yep, he went from 0 to hero and right back to 0 within minutes."
So, yeah, and it was funny because I show up, I go to the guy that was putting it out, that was trying to put it out. And I go to him, and the guy was just like in shock, like frozen. I go, bro, that was crazy, eh? Like nothing happened. Like, bro, that was fucking crazy. Like it was like a situation, you know? I
How
go,
exciting was that?
and he's like, yeah, just frozen in fear. And I go to him, I go, bro, you all right, bro? He goes, I guess, yeah. I was like, oh, I'm gotta go back to work. And I just went back to serving people
Yeah,
like
but
nothing
what a
happened.
pussy. The bucket was on fire.
He looked like he saw war, basically.
fucking idiot.
You know that look in people's faces? flashbacks come back. That's what
War has changed. What are you doing?
I look death in the eyes.
Yeah, what is he talking about? I
It
hate
was a
people
pretty.
like that.
It was a pretty crazy fire, though.
I
will
know, but dude,
admit.
the bucket is on fire. You're throwing water on it. You could leave. You could walk out whenever you want. You're in a parking lot. This whole fucking like, my life flashed before my eyes. Now I know what those kids are going through in Kuwait. What are you
My
talking
coworker was in. She was like, "What just happened?"
about? Oh, a lady.
Yeah, my coworker. She's like, did you literally put out a fire at the same time you're serving people? I'm like, I guess. And she's like, wow, it's never gonna get better than you. She goes,
You're such a hero. You know what else is on fire, Poseidon? This vag. Put it out. Hose me out. He's like, all right. A hero's got a job to do. Let's go in the back while the firemen are keeping people distracted. Let's see. Southern Gold is asking if we watched that Black Mirror episode where you choose the next adventure. I forgot what it was called, but yeah, I did it. It was okay. It wasn't like at first it was kind of fun, but then I kept fucking around. Like I got the guy's dad murdered and shit. So
Yeah.
I was like, I've ruined this man's life repeatedly.
but there was no good path that you can take. It all ended horribly.
You know, KS is asking about how you left your cape at home. Wouldn't it be funny if now he walks in with a cape?
At work.
Calm down, peasants.
Well, I have a really long coat that flaps in the wind. By the way,
You're just gonna look like a weirdo. You're gonna look like a shooter. You look like a school shooter, bro.
no, it's a pea coat. It's wool.
What's a peacoat?
It's like a mafioso coat.
Yeah, like leather.
No. It's wool.
You're gonna look like Neo from the Matrix, but with a wool jacket. Is that what you're
I've
saying?
worn it multiple times. I look very good in it.
I'm not saying
You
you're
know
gonna
which one
look
I'm
bad. I know which
talking
one you're talking about. You're not gonna look bad, but you're gonna look like you have guns under there.
It's okay.
Yeah, Poseidon with Christian Bale's Batman voice.
I'm Batman.
I'm fat man.
I took a bite out of crime.
Exactly. Taking a bite out of crime.
Every night on these streets, there's people
Who just want discount insurance, and I'm gonna fuck them over by adding shit they don't need. Did you just charge me? Did you just charge me so I could donate to some kids in Africa? Yeah. You want to be a scumbag and not help out? Tell me you saw Predestination. Gigi, what the fuck is that? But it better be a future movie.
I feel like I heard about this.
No, you heard of pedophiles.
Jeez, how'd you? I thought you were gonna make a rhyme at least. Fuck.
No. The rhyme scheme is over. It
because
was
of
Converse.
Converse.
commercial.
Converse killed the whole rhyming.
Yeah.
That's it. What are we gonna do with rappers now? Rappers out of a job.
Yeah, he can't fight crime. He goes because he's always at Tim Hortons.
Yo, they have a loyalty card now.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Are you one of the loyal members? Yeah, of course.
Of course, bro. I buy Tim Hortons coffee every day.
Watch that movie. It's so messed up. All right, Pedestrian.
What's
All
it
right.
about?
No, it's called Predestination.
But what's it about?
What's it about, Gigi? Tell us. Maybe people are going to watch that if you tell us what it's about. But that would be funny if they're like, Poseidon, there's a fire. I'm having a bagel. There's a fire in my stomach.
But they're never gonna hear the end of it now. Though when I go back to work on Monday, I'm like, hey, what's up, guys?
Tom says he should have got that loyalty card for his ex-wife. Disloyal whore. It wouldn't work, Tom. The card won't change it. So loyalty card, what do they give you? Points? What do you get? Free shit?
Every 7 coffees that you buy,
7. Okay.
you get a free coffee.
Really?
Yeah. And considering I buy 3 coffees a day,
Yeah. Plus, when you're doing the podcast here, you're
Exactly.
passing 5 easy.
yeah.
Oh shit, you get free coffees all week.
Oh,
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's worth it.
Do they charge you
What do you mean?
for the card?
No, it's free.
So they give you a free card and then give you free coffees.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad.
You swipe it. I think you gotta scan it or swipe it every time. And when you have a free coffee, you could be like, "Can you scan see how many free coffees I have?"
And then she'll be like, "You don't have any free coffees, sir."
Yeah.
She cheated on me with the VP of a market-leading rental car company. Getting PTSD here with this fucking Poseidon hero talk.
Should I say the robbery one or should I keep that for to the end?
No, you should. They deserve the robbery one too.
Yeah?
Since we're
Okay.
talking about hero stories, Poseidon, because everything always happens every day. So me and Mike are gonna have stories. So
Yeah, it's true.
yeah. Let him know. Poseidon also. I'll switch to camera too. Poseidon also stopped a robbery.
So this was a few months ago. Okay, there was a crazy guy that looked like he escaped the mental hospital. He tried to rent a car, but he didn't
And
have
he fathered a child called Poseidon.
he didn't. This was a few months ago. He didn't have the proper credentials, so like credit card.
He didn't have the proper credentials.
Well, like you know what I mean, license and stuff like that. No company wanted to give him a car. Shows up at 1 a.m. at my counter, tries to rent a car. Somehow this time he had a license and a credit card.
Oh,
So
good for him.
Already
He's moving up in the world.
Already very suspicious, because it was one day over. Like, how'd you get a license and a credit card so fast? You know what I mean?
Wait, really? You're asking those questions? Fuck you, bro. Leave
No,
him
I
alone.
didn't ask him those questions. But anyways, so at first I didn't recognize him. Like, I was very tired. I'm like, this guy seems a little familiar, you know? So I called up my manager. I'm like, he looks like this. Is this the guy? He goes, yeah, this is the guy. I'm like, okay. So he's like, don't give him a car. Like, he's gonna like the guy was really like mentally unstable.
Your boss?
No, the guy that tried to rent a car. And so I go to him, look, man, we're sold out. I can't give you a car. He's like, but I have a booking. I'm like, nah, I can't do it. So I'm trying to get rid of him. And then he tries to intimidate me by staring at me like this. And breathing through his nose. Like this.
I'm very intimidated right now.
Yeah. So I look at him, I'm like, bro, are you fucking serious? You think this shit is gonna work on me? I don't know what kind of fucking losers this works on. But
My
like,
dad stole my Sega Genesis, buddy.
But I go to him like, I'm not gonna give you a car, especially by you acting this way. Now get the fuck out of here. And he goes, I'm not moving until I get my car. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna call security. So I move over like 3 steps to get the phone number. He snatches up a key.
Uh-oh.
And
Big
I see
mistake.
this.
You don't reach over. Poseidon,
I see
not a
this.
fan of the reach around.
I see this, all right? And I'm like, motherfucker. I grab 2 keys. I run outside, and I knew where the car was because I knew what car he grabbed. I blocked it in with 2 other cars. Now, he didn't know where the car was, and he ran outside to the Enterprise parking lot. Runs outside. As soon as I blocked the cars, I knew it because I saw him where he went. I blocked the cars, run over to the Enterprise. The guy was trying to rob one of their clients, the car. Because the client, when he got the key at the same time, he unlocked his car, and the guy hopped in, tried to start a Kia with a Mitsubishi key.
Oh, a genius, if there ever was one.
Yeah. So I'm like, but at the same time, I'm on the phone with fucking security while this is happening, right?
One hand on the phone, one hand on your cock. How are you stopping this guy?
Bro, with my feet.
Oh, shit. Nice.
So I ran over to the guy, and the client goes to me, goes, man, call security. I go, I'm already on the phone with him. He goes, he's trying to steal my car. And I'm like, hold on, sir, I got this. And I go to him, get the fuck out of the car, like this. And just start screaming at him, get the fuck out of the car. And he goes, he got shocked. He wasn't expecting this. He got shocked. He gets out of the car. I go, give me the fucking key. He starts screaming. No, puts it in his pocket, takes off.
Oh, no.
Piece of shit.
Oh, no.
Piece of shit. So I start running after him because I'm on the phone with security. I'm running after him. I'm like, yeah. And then now I start talking like a fucking cop. I'm like, the suspect, he's going through P0, southeast, like giving directions and shit. And then he turns the corner. I'm like, he turned the corner. The guy jumps the median, slides down into fucking the street, and there's traffic. There's cars driving around. Slides down. It was snowing. Slides down, takes off. I'm like, I was too lazy to top. I was like, fuck this shit. And the cops stopped him. Then one of the security guys came and got me. They brought me. I had to describe him.
I had to describe him. He's in front of you guys.
But I was so pissed, bro. I stepped out of the security car ready for a fight. I was like, where's this guy? Where's it? I was so pissed, bro. And the cop came next to me and she's like, okay, look, I know you're upset. I'm like, I just
Wait,
want
it
to
was
go
a
home.
lady cop?
Yeah.
Whoa. What
She
year
goes-
are we living in?
She goes, I know you're upset, but
But what
please."
about that Converse commercial? I thought she's not allowed to be a cop. Is she wearing Converse? Is that what got her the job?
So anyway, so I was very agitated. Like I stepped out of the car balls first, like ready for a fight. Yeah.
It would be funny if you
So
just
that's what
punched him right in the face in front of the cops.
No, they weren't.
Oh, God damn it, sir.
They weren't letting me near the car. They could see I was very upset. I was very, cause I just wanted to go home and sleep.
You just popped a memory into my head.
What?
Oh, man. I was young. Young. You know Rockland's, the mall?
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't remember what was happening. You know where the Foot Locker is?
Yeah.
Like you're walking in from that entrance.
Yeah.
And you're walking, the Foot Locker's to your right.
Yeah.
And you're walking down towards where the elevator is. Okay. I don't remember what I was doing there. I know that I was with my friends. I think it was Mary. But we're walking straight down. And there was a guy who, he spit on a girl. Like a little kid. He spit on, he was yelling. And then I don't know if he stole something and he was running. And like he came up, like the reflex was this because he came right up to me. So I grabbed him and I threw him on one of the windows, one of the stores, like collapsing, and I held him down to security to get him. But I remember like, thank you for stopping me or whatever. And I was like, I didn't even know what I was doing. I saw him yell at a kid and I was like, And then he was coming towards me. So my reflex was just because he hit me and he bounced off to just grab him and throw him in the window. And I remember they're like, oh, this guy's a hero. This guy. And I was like, I have no clue what's going on. Like, I don't know. This guy could be a cool ass dude, you know? That kid could have been a piece of garbage kid. I don't know. But I remember that. I remember stopping him. They're like, wow, this guy, he's not scared of anything.
It's instinct. It's instinct.
But it wasn't even instinct. If he didn't come towards me, if he went around me, I would have stopped and I was laughing.
Yeah, but we have, because there's I read that there's the fight or flight instinct. Most people have the flight instinct.
Yeah, not me.
We have the fight instinct.
Yeah, well, that's what happens to you when you're getting on stage, by the way.
What do you mean?
You have your mind goes through, what the fuck am I doing? This is stupid. Oh my god, I'm gonna suck. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. No, you know. So you have that, and some people panic and bounce, like open micers and shit.
Yeah.
And then there's other people like, nah, fuck it.
Like, I'm a fighter. I'm gonna fight this.
Well, not like that. You're always.
Well,
nervous,
I know. But
yeah, but you have the fight or flight when you're going on stage. So I think everybody has it. I think everybody has it for different stuff in their lives, and they'll run from certain things, but they'll fight for other things.
Like, I'll run
There's
from
no
responsibilities.
way. Yeah. You just like you run from responsibilities. There's no way somebody's instinct is to flight and to flee all the time. How do you live?
Just running away from my problems.
You know. You're at the grocery store, sir. That's $37.95.
No, but the fight or flight thing is during really stressful situations. It's not like, everyday things.
I know. It's hyperbole, Poseidon. I'm fucking wrong.
Okay.
I mean, 'tis the generation of hyperbole, right?
Yeah.
Somebody doesn't agree with you, they're a Nazi. That's hyperbole, sir.
Yeah, it's interesting.
But yeah, I'm glad that you have the fight instinct at least.
Yeah, I'm glad too.
It's better than because the flight thing, how do you deal with someone like that?
I think
fuck, this pussy's running away again.
Well, you dealt with that.
Oh, I dealt with that a lot. I've even dealt with it with comics on stage.
You told me that story, remember?
I don't know which one you're talking about.
You just came out of the comedy nest.
Oh shit, when Jeffrey ran away because he thought black guys were trying to kill me.
You told me I was dying that day.
Because we were walking out of the comedy club one night, and it was late, and he was to my right, and he had one of his friends. She was there with him. They're walking together, and we just walk out. It's the main doors, the front of the club. Oh, actually, no, the front doors of the building. So we walk outside, and it was the first time in years that I didn't park downstairs because it was full. So I had to go out. So I go outside, and there was these, I don't know, 6, 7 black guys and one white guy. And they're like, whoa. As soon as I walk out, like, whoa. They start like yelling or whatever. And he's fucking panics. I look to my right and he disappeared. I was like, where the fuck did this kid go?
Like,
like, what is happening right now? Like, am I getting attacked because something he said? Like, what's going on? Everything's going in my head. And then they're just like, this motherfucker, this guy right here, fucking funny, man. This my nigga. This fucking. And I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, they're fans, And I was shaking hands and talking about jokes. And then I'm like, where'd this motherfucker go?
Bro, the guy dipped, bro.
He did. He got scared. He thought we were getting robbed. I was like, this fucking racist. He saw black guys and he fucking, and he fucking panicked. So then I texted him. I called him actually when I was driving. I go, what did you do? Why did you run away? People were yelling at me. And he's like, I didn't know. I thought, I don't know what happened. I thought you said, you were going to hang out with your dogs. I thought those were your dogs. I go, what? I go, I said I'm going home to live with my little dog. Why would I talk about people like that? Yo, me and my dog. Like, who talks like that? Yo, what are you doing after your set? I'm going to hang out with my dogs, bro. What an excuse I go to him. Just tell me you got scared of black guys. Just say the truth.
But it's a good thing. It's a good thing I wasn't there, bro. I would have swung.
Yeah, because whoa, you're like, oh no, shit, they're yelling. But they're just very excited to see me. They're super cool. Cool dudes, yeah. I hope they come to all the shows. They're very fun, yeah. But it was just funny because he's like, uh-oh.
It's like 1 second I'm here, 1 second I'm not.
Yeah, what's funny is that when I heard them yelling, like, whoa, in the beginning, I didn't think like, oh, black guys. I thought I said something or he like on stage or he said something and they're mad.
Yeah.
That's why it didn't click in my head. Because there's one white guy, so it didn't click in my head the race thing. It only clicked after when he disappeared. I was like, this fucking. He's like 6 blacks, whoa, and he fucking disappeared, bro. He ran away. I'm never gonna let him live this down. Next time I see him, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'll be like, oh, be careful, bro. I got some black guys coming to watch me. Don't be nervous on stage.
It would be funny if like. Some guys just enter like the show started and some black guys just enter
and he runs.
They enter the show and then everyone turns around to see and then they turn around and he's just gone. Poof.
Yeah, off stage.
They're like, what
fuck
happened
to the host? I don't know. Last I heard, he went to file a police report. So funny.
Oh god.
I'm gonna ask him to come on the pod. I might do a Pantelis podcast with him just so he could talk about it.
That's too much.
I wonder if I don't know if he finds it funny yet. It might be too fresh for him. He might
Yeah?
still be, yeah. But I think it's funny already. I thought it was funny as
I
after
thought it was
happened.
hilarious.
I thought it was, I
yeah.
talked about it the next day. Like the next day, I thought it was funny. Even
Yeah. You
yeah.
called me on the spot. Bro.
Yeah.
After you're like, bro, you'll never guess what happened.
Because here's the thing. You don't, no matter what they are, if 6 guys are whoa, they're coming, you should at least be there, like, oh, maybe my friend or something. You don't run away without telling the guy you're with. What if they hated me? What if they wanted to kill me? You know, you don't. Yeah.
Ah, shit.
You don't run away due to color. I have a black and white TV at home. This is scary. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And yeah, no. And that proved it once and for all. I am the #1 black comic in the city. That if you didn't know, if you didn't think it before, that was the night that proved it.
You are Black America, my friend.
That's
Represent.
it was just so funny to have that kind of reaction. Like, what are you doing? So yeah, that's the CNN in a nutshell. Race based. Who else? There's that guy. What's his name on fucking Twitter? I was gonna tweet to him yesterday, and then I had to leave, and I didn't fucking tweet. Now I regret it. Nakib Rashid. This fucking guy. He's racist. He's a black guy, but he's super racist. But what he does is he calls out other race. He's a racist who calls out other racists in an attempt to make himself look not as racist to non-racists. But he's very racist.
My head hurts.
Yeah. So he's a racist. He's a racist black guy. He calls out racist white guys, but he's a racist black guy. And he calls them out and then thinks that by calling them out, people who are not racist are going to think he's not racist. Yeah. But everyone knows he's racist.
But aren't we all a little racist? We all have a bit of xenophobia. And I think it's normal. Because we're all different nationalities.
Yeah, I think there's difference in racism and being weary of another culture. Because I think the only real difference is culture. That's in reality, all jokes aside, the only real difference is culture. The color doesn't matter. Because if you raise a kid, whoever he is, you raise him in your house, he's going to have your shitty garbage Poseidon culture. It's true. It's true. It's culture. You give culture to the kid.
Yeah.
So the rest doesn't matter. So the actual racism of just being like, I don't want to hear it. This guy is black. I don't like him. That it exists and it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that
what
is
you're
crazy.
talking about is just being weird with somebody you don't know.
But as humans, it's natural.
It's
for
natural
us
if you don't know
to
someone
want to associate with what we already know and how we grew up.
Of course, but that's not the same as racism.
I
That's
know
what I'm
it
saying.
isn't.
The
I know it
term is
isn't.
being thrown around very loosely.
Yeah.
Like even you, as much as we joke, you don't actually have a racist bone in your body. I've seen you interact with people. You don't care about it. I know. But it's great for jokes, though. It's great for jokes.
Oh, I did a joke with my.
But culturally is where we're different. Like for example, it's not a race thing, but you can't get me to agree with like fanatical Islamist.
Yeah, no,
Fuck
never.
you.
You can never with any fanatical shit. You
Yeah.
can't get me to agree with.
Yeah, you
because
can't get me to agree with that.
because
We gotta stone the homosexuals. Be like, no, your culture is garbage. You can't get, it has nothing to do with your race. I don't care. You're a Greek guy that believes in that. You're still a piece of garbage. You know what I mean?
We go by the mentality of live and let live.
Of course.
You know what I
But
mean?
the problem is now what they do. People are weak-minded. They don't want to say the truth. So what they'll say is right away is like, oh, you don't like his culture. You're racist. Right away.
Yeah,
But some cultures are garbage.
yeah. Which is it's normal. There's
normal.
good and bad and everything.
There couldn't be good if there wasn't bad, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is it? Why do they keep green olives in a jar but black olives in a can? Ray Miller's right. Racism is the only reason.
So
why.
you can't see
Actually,
the
no,
black
they're-
olives.
Jesus Christ.
Actually, one of my coworkers, she got mad at me because she's like, because she's
Because I
black.
called her a word she didn't want to be
No,
called.
because she's black.
That's why she got mad at you?
No, so something happened, and I go to her. Oh, if anyone asks, I'll just blame it on you. She goes, "Why?" I go, "Because you're black."
If anyone wants to ask, I'll blame it on you.
something. There was a mistake. It was a minor thing, nothing crazy. And like as a joke, I go to her like, and they'll believe me. And she goes, "Why?" I'm like, "Because you're black." And she got so pissed, but then she realized it was a joke. Like
Yeah.
she realized my humor.
It's a good joke only if it makes sense, though, because I don't think there's a stereotype of black people being rental experts.
No, it was something like I think we misplaced something. We were looking for it, something like that. And I told her like, imagine they think someone stole it.
You're a
I think-
piece of garbage. What a piece of garbage.
No, but she's realized my type of humor, so she's
realized
chill
my,
with it.
She realized
Now-
my
now-
type of humor.
Now she laughs at everything I say.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, so you broke her.
yeah.
She's like, this fucking guy.
But what's funny is she doesn't just laugh like normal. She'll just say that's funny.
Oh, she's one of those people
Yeah.
that doesn't laugh?
That's funny, and she'll smile.
Oh, I don't like that.
No.
I always found that weird when people.
I find that weird too.
You know what else? LOL in real life. Larry David was mad about that too.
Or like,
Oh, LOL.
I think it was my brother.
It makes my attitude change.
Yeah.
It's happened to me where I'm with people I don't really know that well, and I'm saying a joke, and we're talking, and everybody's laughing, and then somebody's, LOL, he's funny him. And
Or
I'm like,
they'll
LOL.
Or they'll go, lol.
Yeah, or
like that.
lol. They say lol. Yeah.
Oh, my brother one time, you know what he did? He goes, stuffa.
What?
Stuffa, he goes.
Stiff up.
Stuffa.
What's that?
And I look at him, I go, what the fuck are you saying? Are you mentally retarded? He goes, STFU. I mean, shut the fuck up.
Oh, Jesus
And I'm like,
Christ.
I
and
swear
that's
to
when you
God,
beat the shit out of him.
I was like,
right?
if you don't take 3 steps back, I'm going to backhand you. I go to him.
Stuva.
Stuffa. Stuffa. Or lamau. Lamafau. What the fuck, bro? Like, fucking react like a normal human.
Bro, that's so funny. I fucking lol. I'm lolling right now.
I LMAO'd.
Oh.
I lamafau'd.
Oh, I'm gonna FUCK you and fucking asshole. You
I'm a
idiot.
CUNT.
Yeah, you're a CUNT. I hate that.
I hate it when people do
Because
that
if you don't
shit.
find something, it's his brother Chip. Yeah, his brother's Chip. Yeah, exactly. If you don't find it funny, you don't laugh. But these people, they find something funny, and that's how they react now, which is so strange. Like, are we? We're
everything-
changing people. We're changing human beings.
They're contained. They're afraid to express.
LMFAO.
They're afraid to express
Oh
themselves.
my God, that's so lol.
They're worried about what people are going to think and say about them.
Yeah, because when you say lol or OMG, yeah, people that says OMG, why don't you say oh my God?
Yeah.
I still say that, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You know, I'm like, OMG. I'm saving time, guys. I want you to just saving time. I'm
But,
abbreviating everything.
Yeah.
That's so fucking
I hate it
annoying.
when people use abbreviations in real life. I hate that shit. Like when you're like in actual conversations, drives me nuts.
LOL. My girlfriend did it. She used to do it a bit. She's like, LOL. I stop fucking doing that.
My brothers used to do this a lot, and at I think one time I actually smacked one of them for them to stop.
Doing the LOL.
Yeah, like I had to like literally backhand them.
LOL, LOL, LOL. What are you guys doing? We're so excited. It's so funny. LOL, LOL, LOL. Oh yeah, you guys are retarded. You guys are all retards. You see, you can't not use the word retard. It has to exist for
Yeah.
situations
Yeah.
like this.
Could you imagine if you got a bunch of these people together, put them in a comedy room, and then instead of all laughing, they all just went la 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 la.
Yeah, Mike, but that's because you, Mike. That's because you're being Mike saying Mike Davidson saying I like dead face looking at someone. LOL. Yeah, that's funny because you're
That's
being
different.
yeah, that's
That's
different because you're
different.
fucking busting balls.
That's different.
Yeah, but to actually express humor that way, LOL. Imagine in a fucking comedy club.
Could you imagine? And everyone's
Instead
just
of
like,
laughs, all I hear is LOL.
Or-
Like, what is
or
this
no.
fucking Sesame Street?
or a bunch of people just going la 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 la.
Yeah.
Like they're fucking natives, bro. La 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 la.
Fucking natives. And we lost our sponsors.
What? What the natives did do that?
Redskin Casino no longer sponsoring us.
Redskin.
Redskin Casino.
So I'm the racist now. They call themselves Redskin Casino, and I'm
Yeah,
the
because they're big sports fanatics, Poseidon. That's why they call themselves Redskins Casino. Yeah, people are saying RAOLM, whatever the fuck it is. Yeah,
Ruffle.
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 It is, but it's strange because even I remember there was a phase of the comedy clubs where people were a little like, even me, I was a little shocked. Like you wouldn't, sometimes if something's not funny or if people aren't feeling you, you're not getting as many laughs.
Yeah.
But then like they didn't like you, and then after the show, those people don't come up to you or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was happening a lot where like I was like, man, these jokes should be hitting harder, and they're not, right? But people were smiling or whatever. And then after the show, the people that I saw their faces, I thought were unhappy, like they were just smiling and not laughing. They're like, that was great, I laughed so fucking much. Like, what are you talking about? I saw you not laughing. Like, oh, we had a great time. It was amazing. But they're just sitting there smiling. And then somebody mentioned to me, they go, you know what it is? It's the internet. They're used to watching comedy specials, comedy bits, all that stuff online, usually at work, at the office, where they don't laugh out loud. So there's like that. And that's what happens. They get used to expressing their laughter that way, like internally. So then they come to comedy clubs where they're free to yell and laugh and all that. And they express themselves the way they do at home.
Well, that's why I was hated in an office.
Oh, no, you were hated in office for other reasons, sir.
Oh, well, no, because I was super loud too.
Yeah, it wasn't just that.
Oh.
It was all of it. It was the smell.
What? I don't smell, bro.
It was the rape charges.
Actually, I do smell, but I smell good.
I don't know about that. That's not a lot of the people. Could you think there's going to be smell-o-vision? Remember, they used to joke about that back in the... Like, you know how we do VR now?
Yeah?
You're going to be able to smell a smell.
How do you do that?
Well, they've already made certain things that they make like artificial smells. So you're doing VR, but it smells like smoke because you're in a fire or something. But I
does it-
wonder
how
if
does-
they could take a smell from someone and put that in. So
But-
like people would watch this in VR.
But you would
and
have
then
to wear.
smell you.
You would have to wear
Yeah,
something
just a
on
thing
your
over.
nose.
Yeah, just a thing over.
But how would that thing spray out a certain smell?
That's what I'm saying. Everything's possible, Poseidon.
Because it would have to spray. You would have to. It would
It's
have to
certain
work in-
chemical like what's it called? Combinations
yeah.
that make a certain smell.
Yeah.
It's like a 3D printer. It's all, you cut it up.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But wouldn't that harm you though?
You fucking smoke all the time. you like that's like Artie Lang be like, you want to eat McDonald's? Isn't that bad for your health? What are you talking about? It's fucking crazy. All you're doing is smoking. You're gonna start injecting your stupid vape pen through your goddamn veins. And you're like, isn't it bad for you to smell artificial things? Be one with nature, bruh.
Like they they have those jelly beans too, eh?
What? What do you mean?
They have those jelly beans. They're called suicide jelly beans or some shit. They have different tastes.
You mean like pills?
No, jelly beans, actual jelly beans.
Okay.
But like they're different colors. But instead of being like this one is orange, this one is lemon,
This one is hate.
this one tastes like puke, this one tastes like
Who would buy that?
this one tastes like
Shit.
Shit. This one tastes like skunk. This one
Why don't
tastes
you just
like
eat shit? If you're gonna go to that level, just
no.
eat shit.
It's actual candy, but the actual taste of it tastes like garbage.
Yeah, but why would you want that?
People have done this. It's like a game that you play, like Russian roulette type of thing, where like if you lose, you gotta eat one, and then like it might be an actual flavor like lemon or orange, or it might be fucking camel puke.
Retards don't play games. Oh, I beg to differ, sir. That is so dumb.
Yeah, there was that.
Why would you want to subjugate yourself to? Do you ever watch Nathan for Me?
Nathan
Yeah.
from
Nathan
where?
Fielder, he's fucking hilarious.
No.
Russian Poulette. He's very funny. He's a Canadian comic. He has this show where he basically goes and helps businesses, but his ideas are all insane.
Jesus Christ.
So he went to a yogurt shop. It's like a reality TV. And he went to a yogurt shop, and he made the guys like he wanted to get more people in. So he's like, we're gonna invent the first ever poo flavored frozen yogurt. So he went to the lab that makes those artificial flavors. They're like, really, you want it to taste like shit? And they finally got a poo flavored one down.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but it's just funny people
They made
trying
it white.
No, it was poo colored. It looked like shit, bro. And
Jesus.
it's funny people actually buying it just for the experience, and they're like, ugh, oh, it tastes like shit, and they kept taking. And I don't know why people are like that. Why would you double take or triple take when it tastes like shit?
What the fuck?
And then a day later, he's like, yeah, on second thought, I think it's a bad marketing idea to sell shit flavored yogurt. And the guy's like, yeah, it was your idea. It's like, you don't want to put this in
Well,
here.
actually, it's a good idea. You do it for like one time, and it becomes an experience for people. Remember
But
that?
I
place?
wouldn't want to eat at a place where they serve shitty tasting food, like actual
No,
shit.
you do it for one day. For
Still,
the
I wouldn't go.
experience.
I would-
Just
well,
so
that's
your
a weird
Just
experience.
so your name gets out there. Yeah, but people
That's
are
how you want
fucking
your
weird.
name to get out there.
Bro, there's people in Japan eating at a restaurant that's toilet fucking themed. So they'll eat food out of a toilet bowl shaped plate.
You want to hear a funny childhood story?
Yeah.
When I was in elementary, I think grade 6, but it might have been grade 5. It was either, it wasn't younger.
It doesn't
than
really
that.
matter at
It-
that
it-
point.
Well, it does because I'm trying to think. Fuck. Probably 6, I guess. Yeah, grade 6. It was probably grade 6.
So you were what, 11?
Yeah, I think it was 11
Or
years
as
old.
they
about.
say, 181.
181. We won tickets, a couple of the kids, I was one of them, to go watch the Expos. It was back when the Expos were still here. And it was the Expos in the Phillies, which, side note, I've been to Expos games, I think 3 times or 4 times in my life. Every game I went to was always Expos Phillies. Weird. Whatever.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I think it was my first baseball game. It was me and 2 kids from my school. And one of them I was good friends with, and the other one we were like acquaintances or whatever.
Yeah.
And the 3 of us were sitting, and it was kind of like a half-empty stadium. And I went to go get drinks and whatever I could get. And one of my friends asked me for a drink. And I think I spilled his Coke. Not on purpose, but something that happened. I was holding mine, and his fell. And there was just a bit of Coke left in it. And I was the other kid, Alex, that was with me. And I was like, fuck, I don't want to go back and put it. And then like, oh, I got a good prank. So I go to the bathroom. I had to take a piss. And I piss in his Coke.
No.
Okay? So it's this like this. There's this much Coke already in it, and then I piss hard, bro. Like I
Oh
piss
my
hard.
God.
It was 90% urine. Okay, and like there's some ice and Coke. So I'm laughing because you're a kid, you can't hold your laughter back, you know. So I'm laughing on the way there, grabs it. Now, first of all, when you touch either one of my hands, you could feel that my drink was cold. His was there was ice and it was warm. It's suspicious.
That's
okay?
very suspicious.
He grabs it, looks at it, starts drinking. He's like, "Oh!" I remember this reaction. He goes, "Oh, what is this? Oh, oh, is this root beer? I wanted Coke." I'm laughing. I'm like, "I pissed in it." He's like, "Yes, you pissed it? No way. This is, oh, it's this. Is this root beer? Oh, I don't like root beer." I go, "I pissed it. That's urine. You really, oh, you pissed it? That's disgusting. Why? Oh, why would you piss?" They're like, "Why do you keep drinking it, man?" Like, he kept going on. I go, because I was scared. I thought he would die. Like, I don't know what happens. I was like, "Why do you keep drinking it, dude? Like, the joke was over like a minute ago. Stop drinking it."
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's too
Yeah.
much.
Peter kept drinking it, I remember.
Jesus Christ. Oh, that reminds me of
I want to
another
see him
story,
one
too.
day and mention it to him. Because he kept, I was like, "Why do you keep," because it lasted a long time. Because the kid Alex, he had one point, he stopped laughing. Because he's like, "Why is he like, you know, he got nervous. We thought that you die, I guess, if you drink a lot of piss. I was a kid, I didn't know. But
You could get sick, though, but you won't die.
I don't know. I was a kid, and now I know that you won't die. But at the time, I went from laughter to concern. I was like, "Okay, why you keep drinking? I'm telling you, it's my stop drinking." Like, I got weird. I was stop drinking it. Because he went like halfway down. "Oh, is this root beer? Oh, it's this. What is this?" I go, "I pissed in it." I'm laughing at it. He's like, "Oh, it's this. Oh, you really did, huh? Oh, yeah, it's disgusting." I go, "Stop drinking it. Why do you? We've established it's urine. Stop drinking it. What are you trying to do?" Yeah. When you're kids, you do stupid things. Little fucking stories that come back to me. Yeah. I think it would have been... You know what's funny about that story? If I had done that in high school, it would have never worked. In high school, it would have started a fight.
Yeah.
If I did it to a guy who was high school age, he would have tried to punch me in the face.
Yeah.
But it was just before high school. You know what I mean? It was just that...
Yeah.
Like, there's certain pranks, I guess.
Before the hormones.
Yeah. There's just certain stuff that works, you know, certain places and certain times.
Yeah.
And
with certain people.
With certain people, yeah. That would never have flown in high school. Somebody would have killed me.
Yeah. It would have been a murder. You would have been
Yeah.
stabbed.
Yeah, it would have been a whole scene. But he kept fucking. He went halfway down. It was a big gulp too. He went halfway down. Yeah. And even when he had processed in his head, he's like, "Oh, you really, oh, it's disgusting. You really." I was like, "Yeah, okay, whoa, bro. We've established this. Jesus Christ, what are you doing?" I remember. Yeah. And then he was embarrassed because I talked about it on Monday at school.
That's like the
He was
fat
like, "I didn't know," and I was like, "Why would you keep drinking it?" Like,
It's like the fat kid at a restaurant that's like, he goes, I can't eat anymore. I'm gonna die.
and then he keeps eating. Yeah. I remember.
That has happened in person, by the way. Not me. It was this other fat kid.
I remember Milton in high school used to do a lot of disgusting things. Like if you would ask him, and we were at a buffet with like the whole class. Remember what was it buffet? The one on Saint Laurent. You know what I'm talking about? Homer used to work there.
On Saint Laurent.
On what's the street? Sauvé.
Sauvé what?
Close to where the car where I bought my car is. Close to my Saint Laurent.
On Côte Vertu, no?
Yeah.
I think it's still open.
I forget.
Fulam.
No, it wasn't. It had
Was
another
it
name.
Asian?
It had Asian food also.
Fulam.
No, it wasn't Fulam.
Are you sure?
It was buffet something. I don't remember what the buffet. We'll ask Homer later because he used to work there in high
I
school.
remember there was a buffet La Salle or something like that.
There was a lot of different ones. But I remember Milton one time, like everyone was betting him to like there was a cup of like juice or whatever the fuck, and everyone was putting different stuff in there like salt and egg and whatever they were getting, and they wanted to get him to eat it, and they put money down, and then I stopped him from doing it. I remember.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, "Are you fucking stupid? What do you do for what? For $20? Get the fuck out of here!" And I was a kid too, but I remember I was like, "Don't put yourself through that. You're gonna be that
Why?
kid now. The second you down that, you're that kid.
Yeah.
You're that guy. You don't want to be that guy." And then I stopped and was like, "Oh, okay, I'm sorry." And I was like, "What are you doing embarrassing yourself? If you embarrass, you're my best friend. If you embarrass yourself, you're embarrassing me."
Next thing you know, he's sucking dicks for $20.
Buffet Vichy. It might have been Vichy. Was it Vichy, Gigi? That was over there. I don't remember what the fuck it was called, but I remember there was a buffet. It might have been that.
But buffets used to be really big back in the
Buffets
days.
here used to be very popular. Yeah, everybody used to.
How come they're not as popular anymore?
Well, I stopped going because of Homer. Because they all used to fuck around with. I found out.
Oh, shit.
I found out from Homer. I think that people who work there, they used to hire like retards. They always used to like come in the soup and do all kinds of crazy
What?
shit. Yeah, all kinds of spit and stuff. So I stopped going to buffets.
Well, I've seen a cook legit spit in the fucking tub of soup. By the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking garbage people.
I'm not gonna say the restaurant.
You should say the restaurant.
I'm gonna tell it to you
You
after.
should say the restaurant, bro. Out that cook, so people don't go there, bro.
It's close.
Close to us?
Yeah.
Here?
No.
Do we go there?
No.
Okay, so then say it.
But we know a lot of people that work there, or used to know.
Casa Greg?
Yeah.
It's Casa Greg?
Yeah.
Fuck, never go to Casa Greg. Really? He was spitting in the soup?
He spat. I seen it once happen. It was, yeah, they don't like the soup. Oh,
Like in the actual big or
the
their
big
soup?
thing. The big thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
And I've seen forks, knives fall in that shit.
Fuck that guy. You don't fuck with people like that. Like
Yeah.
you don't fuck with people's food.
No.
No.
That's
Why I only eat at specific places.
Yeah, I have that fear in the back of my head. Every time I eat at a new place, I get worried. Like, how do they treat the food here? You know?
Yeah. That's why you look around. If you see some guy, like, you go in there and the cook is already, like, or the people are filthy and shit, if they don't give a fuck about themselves, they're not going to give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
So you bounce. You dip, as they say.
You dip.
That's why you go to specific place. And I like the open kitchen. Like yesterday where we ate, I like the open kitchen.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah, I like that kind of stuff. Let's see. Possibly, Gigi saying. So it possibly could have been buffet Vichy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But also, I think back in the days, like, we weren't as conscious about the food we would eat as we are nowadays. I feel like we don't know, like, our parents didn't know McDonald's was unhealthy, type of thing.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
They
But it's
knew. They
different
knew
the-
and they didn't.
It's
You know
different
what I
the
mean?
unhealthy thing because you're right. Back then, a lot of people like people thought that Coke, like sugar and all that in Coke, nobody realized that it could give you diabetes and how fat it. They just
Yeah.
thought, oh, it's a sugary drink. It'll keep your kids active. They won't go to bed. Don't give it to them. They didn't realize that it's poison. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right. The more we know,
So I think that's why buffets were so popular, because the thing is, buffets
it was full of MSG. I remember it was
and
full
the
of chemicals.
quality of food was always
Terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah. It's like, look at this delicious pigeon meat.
They would stuff it with shit. So
Yeah,
like that you
MSG.
can't eat too much of
Yeah.
it either.
That was bad.
And but I feel like as the years have gone by and we become more conscious of what we eat,
We don't go there.
I think that's why people stop going to
Or
buffets.
maybe we think because we stopped going, but maybe they're still super popular.
In the U.S., I know they're popular,
Yeah.
sort of.
the
No,
US is huge.
chains are food in the U.S.
Yeah, everything's a chain.
How do you do that?
Yeah, you make money. Why just keep selling the chain? But I was gonna tell you, I thought of something funny. So this summer, we're most likely gonna do 2-drink minimum at Just for Laughs again, right?
Ooh.
So I was thinking, because people all around the country, comedians from North America, from across the world, always try to fight to get on Just for Laughs and get Just for Laughs credit. It would be funny if we make Poseidon part of the show again, but like officially, so you get your official badge, like as an artist, and Poseidon gets a Just for Laughs credit before before professional comics around the world who are fighting tooth and nail to get it. How fucking ridiculous would that be?
That would be very ridiculous.
Somebody's gonna perform a murder. Somebody's gonna commit a murder, bro.
It just says artist. What kind of art you do? The art of stupidity.
Yeah. What kind of art you do? People yell at me. It's a good time. Let's see. Buffets are popular with old people in Florida. Yeah, that makes sense. Chinese buffets are popular. Mike Davidson says in his city, Chinese buffets are their own. Yeah, Chinese buffets are their own thing though. It's not the same as other buffets.
Yes. Oh, but that reminds me, we used to go to this Chinese buffet with Legacy,
Yeah.
and they would get angry at him every time.
Really, at him? Why him?
Yeah.
Because he eats a lot.
Bro, the
And
kid,
he's a thin dude. Yeah.
bro, the kid can eat. Bro.
Yeah, he can eat. He knows how to
Bro,
eat.
the kid can
He
eat.
could take it down.
The kid can eat, bro. He would eat like people would be on their third plate. This kid would be down in his seventh.
Yeah, he's a good eater.
You know, and like they would get angry at him. Like, okay, you don't eat no more. You don't eat no more.
Yeah, Ray's talking about how Poseidon off camera. Because for those of you who haven't seen that episode, it's on Compound. We recorded the episode that was Just for Laughs, and it was me, Mike, Bob Kelly, and Nick Swartzen. And we purposely, by that, because people are like, why didn't Poseidon have a seat on the stage? Poseidon could have had a seat on the stage. They asked us to set up how they wanted us to, how we wanted them to set up the stage. We could have had Poseidon in the middle. We could have had him anywhere we wanted. We decided to put him on the most uncomfortable chair, away from everyone. He wasn't even in the audience. He was, he was away from the audience. And we gave him a mic, and we had a shitty camera pointing at him. It was all done on purpose because we thought it would be hilarious. And it turned out to be really
Yeah,
funny
it was
because off camera, like, because even that was when Bob Kelly and Swartzen didn't know him yet. Swartzen met him a few days before, so he already knew that he was with us. But Bob Kelly had no idea. Who the fuck is this guy? So it was very funny. It was very funny. And we thought about it again. We go, if we do another live show,
Sometimes
we should have him far away. We might do that, or we might think of something else this year. We might think of another. We might have him on, but in another capacity. Yeah.
Sometimes, like, I'll still go and watch that clip on YouTube.
The assimilate a little.
Yeah.
Assimilate a
Bro,
little.
that clip was so funny, bro.
Yeah, we had
Kelly,
good times.
Bob Kelly's reaction
But-
to everything.
But here's the thing. This is why I think, and I was telling like a lot of people when they like Two Drink Minimum and they watch the show, it's mostly for shit like that. Like a lot of people take themselves way too seriously. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, we can't do that. We can't have one of the mics be all the way across the side and do. And us, it's just like, no, we're fucking around. Like everyone's here to fuck around and have a good time and laugh. You know, let's have a good time and laugh. I don't like this whole like, oh no, we're gonna wear suits for this one.
Like
why?
Stick up the ass type of people.
Yeah,
you know?
why? The fans that are coming to watch you aren't wearing suits, right? They're not like, just have fun, just enjoy yourself.
And when you enjoy yourself,
Everyone else is having a good time.
You release that energy.
Everyone
so
else
people
has a
will
good
absorb
time.
that energy.
Yeah, everyone else has a good time if you just enjoy yourself. So I liked how we did that. We didn't, because I saw some other podcasts that were there. Also, they didn't get a good turnout for other podcasts. That was the other thing. We had a good turnout for our podcast.
Yeah.
Other podcast live shows didn't, and a lot of them. I watched like an episode of their normal, or I listened to of their normal show, and then I saw what they did over there. I was like, they're trying too hard. Like they made it seem like I normally do a podcast, but today it's more like a TED Talk since we're live in front of people. Like, get the fuck out of here. Do your show. Do your show. People got tickets to watch you do your show. Could you imagine if you came to a fucking Two Drink Minimum live and instead of it being, we were just sitting there being like, so Poseidon is going to field questions from the audience and we're going to sit here and read from our autobiography. Get the fuck out of here.
I hate preachy shit like this. I hate it. Drives me nuts. I hate it.
Yeah. I don't like that shit. Let's see what Marvin's up to. Marvin says, make him stand on the street corner like Artie used to do with Machete. Here's the other thing. Whatever we can do technologically, if we can get away with and make it work and funny, we'll do. We don't give a fuck. Even this, nobody thought that we would start doing live with multiple cameras and shit. I figured out how to do it. So yeah, if anything we could figure, we might even have him in the street. You're talking about maybe having him. So let's say the live show's inside. There's an audience. Poseidon's in the street on St. Catherine doing something. We have a screen behind us and we could cut to him live. If we could set it up, it's something we would do. Like we don't.
You know what I would love to do? I'm just suspended.
No, you can't for an hour. You're gonna.
No, like at first, like I'm not suspended, but then like when you guys introduce me, I like drop.
But like, what are they holding you up by your testicles? Like, what are you?
No, but like I'm strapped in
a harness.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna have a rash. You're too heavy for that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would love some like Mission Impossible shit.
Yeah, you're too fat for that, bro. It's gonna be Mission is definitely.
But you know
impossible.
what? But you know what? For the fans, I would go through the pain.
But what if we have an Owen Hart situation in our hands and you fucking fall off and die? You ruin their night.
Bro. That's life, bro.
Okay, we might do that. We might just leave you suspended though.
Like everyone leaves,
We're taking pictures,
guys. Yeah. I'm swinging in the background. Get me off this thing.
Later, bro.
The lights are closed.
They won't suspend you, that's for sure, just because it will be a risk for them.
Yeah, I know.
So they wouldn't do that. But they're willing, as long as we could figure it out, they're willing to do. Yeah, they'd have to counterweight him with a grand piano. Tom said. Fucking Tom.
With a grand piano.
What is that? It's a load-bearing piano. A load-bearing piano, really? What's the load? Look, they point at you. Oh, that's quite the load. That's what his dad said.
Yeah, and then I go, you know what else is quite the load?
My dad's jizz.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, grand piano. That's fucking hilarious. So yeah, so if anybody's gonna come up for Just for Laughs, I'll talk to Mike this week so we can start finalizing, reach out to them, and set everything up. It'll be fun if we get a lot of people in the city, because you don't just have to come watch the live show. You could watch any stand up that's happening. There's so many comics. I don't know if I'm gonna do stand up or if Mike's gonna do. We'll see. Everything's probably all the time, but it'll be good. You catch a lot of shows. It's a good time to be in this city.
And it's a good vibe. I feel like
everybody's partying.
I like everyone's super relaxed.
You had fun last week.
Yeah,
last year. Sorry.
Yeah, I did have fun.
Not everyone's super relaxed. A lot of antsy people. Everyone's panicking and shit.
Yeah, because they're rushing. But honestly, this year, the thing is, the only thing I didn't like about last year is I was driving the whole time. I want to drive a lot less.
How come? You want to get drunk more?
Yeah, I want to drink.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like drinking and being around wacky people is so fun. It's so
yeah,
fun.
but you're too much of a slob when you get hammered. So we have to find that level.
Well, no, I know my level. I know my limits.
I don't know if anyone knows your limits, but okay.
My limit is around 3/4 of a bottle.
That's a specific limit.
Yeah, that's where I'm like perfect. I'm not a slob. I'm not too drunk, but I'm not sober either.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just the right kind of.
Just the right kind of wacky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? Because, bro, I used to have Me and Lacey
Just
both.
for laughs this year, Ray. I don't know the exact, but if you go online, go to justforhahaha.com. Actually, I think it is. Just check; it'll tell you when the festival is. It's in July. They already have the week or 2 weeks. They already have that scheduled, but most of the shows haven't been announced yet. But they already have. So you look at the dates. It's just I don't know when we'll do the podcast. It's 90% sure we're gonna be there again. It was successful last year, and we just have to reach out and decide on dates. But I don't know when they have the podcasting up. But the good thing about the podcast is that they do it in the day. Remember us? It was like 4 p.m. So you could go watch a show and then it's done, and you could go actually watch stand up after.
Yeah.
So they don't mix the podcasts with on the time slots. So we were able to do the podcast and then go perform. You know.
Yeah.
So that's what's good. Because or else if you do it at night, I find, especially because they only let you do 1 hour, because they do 1 hour blocks, so the podcast will be only an hour. What would suck is that then you ruin the night. Like you don't have anything to see after. It ruins it. This, you can actually start the day with a podcast, go see some stand-up, and then go to one of the parties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I could rent like a crazy car for that week.
Tom, I don't want to do the Edinburgh Festival. I don't. I'll tell you why. Because I heard that it's become very SJW. It's the only reason why.
Really?
Yeah, I have a lot of friends that do it, so it shouldn't. I could probably even sign up for this summer. It's just, I heard it's not gonna be my cup of tea. Like if I'm gonna go there and no one's gonna laugh, they're gonna be offended. I'm gonna go, oh, he said one of those naughty words. I don't want to do that shit. Unless you tell me otherwise, Tom. You let me know what you know. You guys want to guess how many gallons of water are pumped out of Lake Michigan per day?
For what?
Mike, I'm actually very curious. You tell me. Yeah, Tom says the same thing. You heard it. They're very SJW. So that's the thing, Tom. It's like I don't want to go. I want to laugh. I want to have a good time.
Wait.
I don't want to go fight with people.
I'm curious about the gallons of water out of Lake Michigan.
700 million gallons
A day?
What?
That's a little crazy.
Yeah.
But why though? For what reasons?
The aliens.
You think?
No, I think they bottle it.
God damn.
Yeah. Per day. That's redonkulous. What the?
Yeah, that is a little crazy.
Yeah.
700 million?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the other
So
problem.
imagine how
KS, I
much
can't go to the
y-
Edinburgh.
y-
My dog is a Nazi enthusiast, so I can't go to the festival.
So imagine how much money they make.
Let's see. 7 million gallons goes to Foxconn to make LCD screens. Fuck me, dude.
What's Foxconn?
It's a company.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, to be
Wait.
non-PC in Scotland or in the UK in general, you have to be huge like Gervais or something, yeah. Yeah, the bottled water industry, random companies, they all fucking...
God damn.
Yeah. It's absurd, huh? You don't think about like the natural resources that we waste, that we need, to, and also
Use.
for shit that doesn't always last long or isn't really that necessary. It's fucking crazy.
By the way, I've been meaning to ask your opinion on this. I keep seeing these videos that we have a plastic crisis.
You mean we don't have enough plastic?
No, that we've completely polluted our oceans with plastic, and they're all filled with plastic to the rim.
Yeah, there's a lot of hyperbole in that as well. It is true though that we have. It's not that we've overdone it. They try to blame you. So they try to blame you, me, for drinking this. They try to blame us for the fuckery of the government and the companies. So right now, the government comes and takes your stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And they charge you. Right now, you get fined in Montreal if you don't put the recycling with the recycling and the
Really?
food. Yeah, the food waste with the food waste. Even in Park X now they have food waste containers. All that shit. So you're doing your job at the source. If these fucking idiots who give you fines are taking the recycled bottles and then throw them in the ocean, if that's what they're doing, how the fuck is that your fault?
But not just that, because for 2 weeks I worked as a janitor.
Yeah.
You remember that? I worked as not a janitor,
I
but
remember. Yeah. You were with all the
for
Haitians.
for
no?
a cleaning company. No,
Yeah.
they were all Filipinos.
Yeah, Filipinos, yeah.
And I couldn't do that shit anymore. I got fired actually.
What does that have to do with what we're talking about?
Because we were tasked with getting the garbage bins and the recycling bins and everything.
Yeah.
But they would all end up in the same garbage bag.
Oh, I've heard about that. Yes.
Yeah. So like,
There's a lot of scams.
what's the point?
Yeah, they're not actually recycling. I've
Yeah.
heard about that. Yeah, a lot of and they still charge you, which is crazy.
Like, what the fuck is the point?
Yeah.
You
The
know?
point is it's psychological, so you think you're making a difference.
But you're not.
No.
No one is.
But also, I believe that, of course, there should be laws at beaches. And you should totally get fined if you're at a beach and you're throwing your bottle away. You shouldn't be a garbage human being in general, even the street. Like, I don't know. It depends on the city. Most cities, I'm not going to say most, actually. I'm not going to make that jump because I don't know. But a lot of cities I've been to, they have trash cans everywhere.
Yeah.
I know that in Athens, everywhere, like, fucking put your garbage, don't throw your garbage. Here, everywhere. I have been some cities.
New York was very difficult to find a
The
garbage
truth
can.
is, New York, we were downtown. That was very odd. I don't know if
Yeah.
it was just us, but it was very odd. We went through a couple of blocks where there was no trash can.
Yeah.
So in general, I guess especially beaches and all that water, you should have laws where no, if you catch somebody throwing a fucking bottle, you shouldn't throw that in the ocean. Just throw it in the garbage. We do our part. Now the amount that they're showing in the oceans and all that, that's got to be like a calculate. That has to be like a company not doing their job. That can't be because you know what I mean.
Would you say that maybe some companies will go as far as to manufacturing this?
No, because they have nothing to gain. But it is possible that companies that are tasked with the job of getting rid of garbage throw it in the ocean or some shit, and then it floats everywhere, and then they take pictures of that and videos, and they go, look at what your plastic is doing. But it's not your plastic that's doing. It's the same argument as in the UK where they want to ban knives or whatever, right? So, because a knife, for example, somebody stabs you with it, and like, look at what your knife did to the company. My knife didn't do that.
That's funny. That's like The Sopranos. He goes and dumps like a dump truck full of garbage on someone's property. And he's like, look, you need our services.
It's like that, yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, in New York, you just put the pile of trash on the. You just put your trash in the pile next to you. He goes, New York is a shithole. Ocean plastic all comes from Africa, China, and India. I believe that more than because in general, like I go to beaches. Like if it was like that, then you wouldn't be able to go to a beach in California.
Yeah.
It would all
It
be
doesn't make
filled with
sense.
plastic. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. There's something like and in Greece too. There's no almost zero garbage.
On the beaches,
On
no,
the
they'll
beaches.
fuck you up. That's
Bro,
no.
Greece, they'll kill you.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, in Greece, you had even when I would smoke a cigarette, once I would ash them out in the sand, but bro, I didn't fuck around. Once I
don't
was
fuck around
once I
because-
would leave, I would pick them
No,
up.
no, but not
and
just
go
that,
throw
because
them out.
Greeksters don't. Because imagine now a country and there's a shitload of people like me. So like you throw something and then you hear in the back, hey, stupid, the fuck are you doing? Yeah, you don't want that. Like
Because there's
especially-
like a thousand of you.
yeah, especially as a tourist, you don't. You're like, oh shit, Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. So what do you fucking do? You'd like to swim? Yeah, in clean water. You want to swim and shit? Get the fuck out of here. Grab your shit and get the fuck out of here.
And we have very clean water in Greece.
That's why though, because they take it. But even the same thing in California. I've been to beaches in California. I don't see people taking shits on the beach and
Yeah.
there's bottles everywhere. They're all super hippies and super conscious of
Yeah.
it. So why are you blaming? You're blaming the wrong people. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Are we not getting rid of trash properly, effectively? Then why don't you tackle the problem?
But you don't even have to be a super hippie to be conscious
That's what I'm
about
saying.
this.
Obviously, it's like in your house. Do you
Yeah.
throw shit on the floor?
No.
Exactly. So why would you throw? So what I'm trying to get to, Poseidon, is how is people in California, how are they, by not using straws anymore, saving the turtles that are already getting affected by it? They're not. Why don't you go to these countries that are fucking not handling their business properly, their garbage disposal? Or if a lot of it is from the States or from Canada, why don't you go to companies that are being, tasked with getting rid of this garbage and go to them and be like, what are you doing? Are you just throwing all the garbage that you said you're going to put in a landfill? Are you just throwing it in the fucking ocean, you dipshits?
I feel like there should be a system to launch our waste into the sun.
Let's see. Greeks love clean beaches, but the STDs they give our British girlfriends are legendary. Yeah, dude, they I don't know what the fuck it is with it's not just the Brits, it's also the Swedish women that go down there. Dude, they will fucking cheat on their husbands just to fuck, like, and they don't even fuck good Greeks.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
They don't even fuck. You know what they end up banging, Tom? Which is fucking crazy.
bartenders.
As Greeks, we know this. Which speak Greek, Tom, and they go tell everybody. Oh, I had sex with this lovely Greek guy. You know who they're banging? They're banging Albanians who, Bulgarians who are down there, but they fuck raw all the tourists and they catch all kinds of diseases.
Yeah.
And then you guys take it back with you. They're there and they're fuck. Yeah, they think that all Greeks are like Fabio. And instead of like banging like a quality Greekster, but normally a quality, like let's say he's not gonna randomly fuck some. He doesn't know the tourist,
Yeah.
So they end up banging the bartenders, but they're not actually Greeks. Those are normally Albanians and they're people who are there on tourist visas and they're just working.
Even the Greeksters don't want to catch nothing.
No,
so
they don't.
know,
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're kind of like,
Yeah. I've seen. I remember they were from Scotland, I think, when Milton went down there from 2007, and they were talking about how you guys are Greek, but we were like from North America, so we're talking English to them, and like they're so handsome and whatever. Like I really like that bartender. I was like that guy's not Greek. And she's like, of course. He's like, that guy's brown. Like that's not what a Greek. I go, what are you talking about?
I can picture your face.
I was shocked.
That guy's brown.
Yeah, I was like shocked. I go, Milton, I go, that guy's brown. Like he's shit brown. That's not a Greek guy. That's not like an olive brown. He's not Italian. He's not Greek.
He's not tanned either. Because even Greeks, when
you know where the guy was
tan-
from? The guy in particular, and he spoke decent Greek. He was Afghani.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and he thought he was Greek.
Because even Greeks, when we tan, we don't turn brown. By the way, when we tan, I don't know if you noticed.
We have that like the Italians, same thing.
Yeah, we have that like olive / golden / It's like a, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But they didn't know. But that's the thing. You don't know. You go to another place, you don't know. You know, like even when people come here in Montreal, we have very beautiful women in Montreal.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, the French women are beautiful.
But they're not French.
But they're not French. But also they're not one thing. There's so many here. It's because there's so many. There's Portuguese, Italian, Greek, whatever, and French, and they're all stunning, right? But everybody's like, oh, the French women. But then they'll go to Hochelaga Maisonneuve or something, they'll find some French women, and it's the most horrible.
They'll be like, what the fuck is this?
Same thing.
But the Quebecer women, like 2-3 hours outside of the city,
Banging. Yeah. You got to know where to go.
Shitty accent, though.
But yeah, let's see what Mike says. Mike's like, with the amount of people in California, not giving them straws might actually decrease the amount of straws produced for sure. There's so many people. Which in turn decreases the amount of straws being thrown away, ending up in the environment. That's very true, Mike. But I want to know who these companies that are tasked to deal with it, what were the ramifications of finding out that they fucking throw shit? Because remember, there was a law. I remember they had to certain stuff buy land and fill landfills. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So it's not in the oceans. And then there was, let's spend money to throw it into space, and people were against that. So I'm thinking, especially now that we know, and we've known for a while what plastic does in the ocean, how bad it is for marine life. Who are these garbage companies that are still dumping it in the fucking ocean? And how come, like, how much money is being spent to not talk shit about them?
You know what's crazy, though?
All kinds of shit.
What's crazy is that humans have been around for a while. Okay? There's always been waste.
Yeah, but dude, it's different. Come on, stop.
I know, but
It's different.
still,
No, it's
but
not
still.
still. No,
There's
no,
been
no.
wars. There's been,
Yeah, but it's not the same, dude. Plastic is something different. Something that doesn't it's not organic. It's not going to dissolve in the. Because you're talking about waste, even food, bones, this and that. That'll go in the ground. That'll dissolve. But fucking plastic, your watch, that shit. What is it going to do? An animal can't eat that. It's not going to dissolve in the ground. That shit. Especially certain types of plastic that we can't reuse, that we haven't figured out how to dispose of them properly. There's certain shit that'll just stay there for like hundreds, thousands of years.
Because they use fossil fuels for those plastics, don't they?
It's all I don't know exactly.
It's made from oil or some shit.
You see, look, there's a plastic island the size of Texas between Hawaii and the U.S. That's crazy shit.
I don't think that's true. You think that's true?
Oh, Mike, that's actually a very good question. What happens to all the trash and waste from cruise ships?
Interesting.
I've wondered that about cruise ships, and I also, when I was young, I used to wonder about planes. I go, if you shoot a plane, they just drop it
I
from the
heard
sky?
planes when they go across Atlantic or whatever,
They drop a load.
They drop the load,
That's fucked. That shouldn't happen. That shouldn't happen.
but not like just the pee and the poop, but just the pee and the poop goes out and it goes like in the water. But it's just pee and poop that lands in the water after.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's fine.
But then the toilet paper too. But toilet paper completely dissolves in water.
No, but it's still, I don't know. I don't know. You are right though, because that's the limit of extremism and the environment. The environment is very important. We live in the fucking environment, right?
Yeah.
But again, I feel like people overreact on the wrong things.
Yeah.
So right now, I agree. Yeah, with the straws and all that. Like, oh, why the fuck are there turtles? I don't want these animals to get hurt. But how is that? Nobody asked me, hey, when you throw it away, what do you want me to do with it, right? We assume that the money we're spending and the companies that are getting paid are handling this properly. They're not, but they're not getting blamed for it. You are.
Yeah.
Why aren't they fucking getting blamed for it? I'd be more willing to dedicate my tax dollars to go into either a fucking program to launch into space or find a way to reuse them or whatever, a landfill. I don't want them to kill fucking animals in the ocean.
Launching into space would be, I think.
I think we'd fuck up space, though.
No, but what if we launched them into the sun?
What do you mean?
We launched all our waste
Yeah.
into the sun. It
And-
would eviscerate. Would it would go disappear like.
Would it? Didn't
Yeah.
melt.
It's so hot. No, not even melt. Forget it. Wouldn't just melt. It would eviscerate like
I don't know.
it wouldn't even turn into dust. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Gigi says the same thing that I think Mike was saying before. It's mostly Asia, like India, China.
Well, yeah, because they have half the population.
Yeah,
is
but
in
they
that
also
part of
throw all
the
the
world.
shit in the ocean.
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling you. Is it's not volcanoes, guys. I feel like you can't throw in volcanoes because
Because it might have a reaction.
yeah, the volcano's gonna fucking erupt. We kill ourselves. The sun thing, I don't know. I don't know why we don't throw in the sun. I don't think it just eviscerates. Can something just disappear and not exist? Isn't there still something left of, like, can it
It
make
depends on the heat.
some kind of combustion or
The
some
heat-
shit?
The heat is so intense of the sun.
But where are we gonna be sending rockets? So we're just gonna be launching rockets at the sun. That's gotta have some catastrophic results, right? I'm gonna blow up the sun, bro.
Bro, you know what's crazy though? We're not gonna figure it out because the greatest scientists haven't fucking figured.
I don't
this
think
shit
the
out
greatest scientists have sat down and thought about this.
yet. You don't think so?
No, they think about other things. I think, and even Gigi says it's too expensive to send to the sun. Yeah, unless it's too expensive. But look at all the money we're spending on dumb shit.
Yeah. But what if?
Yeah, don't you think it would not fuck the sun? Do you think it would fuck? Yeah, I think it's That's what I'm thinking. I think
Look, because the sun is huge, right?
I know, but you're still sending rockets. What if you do the wrong
know,
thing? You
but-
blow up. Then we get blown up.
Well, look.
Because if the sun changes just by a few degrees, we could get fucking wiped out.
Well, look. Just think about the size of the Earth.
Take
Okay?
the trash back in time. I love Marvin. No, take it in the future. We never have to deal with it. That's the loop.
Let those assholes deal with it.
Yeah.
But well, no, because how many times can Earth fit into the sun? I think it was like 100,000.
I don't think that matters because the sun. It's not the size. It's the fact that the sun. Number one, everything is dependent on the sun. Everything here is dependent on the sun.
Yes, I know this.
Like our lives. And if it changes by a couple degrees, it'll affect us in many ways. If we change the temperature of the sun by a bit, it could have catastrophic events like natural disasters.
Really?
Yeah, it'll fuck us up. So you don't want to fuck with the sun.
What if we sent them
Maybe-
to another planet?
Yeah, maybe we find a garbage planet that we don't like.
A shithole planet?
Shithole planet, right? Yeah, we send it all to like I don't know, fucking Neptune or Pluto. Like what's Pluto? We said it's not even a planet anymore. Send it all to
Bro,
Pluto.
just Venus, the next planet over.
It's too close. You don't want to be that close to garbage, bro.
Are you kidding me? It's on our planet anyways.
Take Amy Schumer's special forward 50 years. By the way, Tom, I didn't watch the new special because it looked like shit.
She has a new special?
Yeah. Oh, just so you know, so so Crowder had to watch it to critique it. They invited me to fly down there to do that with him, but I couldn't make it. So Brodigan did it, and then I was kind of happy that I didn't have to go because I didn't have to watch it, and now I don't have to watch it. So I saw like a couple of clips or whatever, and I was like, oh fuck this shit. It's not for me. It's not for me.
Does it get all preachy like, "What man?"
No, not even.
Oh.
It's more like I'm a smart comic. I take shits. I could puke. You know, I'm not gonna be disgusting, guys, and then she pukes, like stuff like that. Like it's just edgy humor. Was my shoot our shit at Jupiter? It's mostly gas anyway. In the end, you never know. We might end up doing that. We might get so fed up here, we might send our shit to Mars. Or
But
like another-
imagine, like, you know what would be crazy? Let's say we sent all our garbage to, like, fucking some other planet, right?
yeah.
But then we send so much shit there that some kind of weird alien life form forms.
It's actually possible. Depends
You
on
know?
what you send there. If
'Cause-
you send a
'cause
lot of organic
Let's
material,
say it's a hot planet, right? And the heat, it creates gases, and then it creates, like, a layer or whatever or something, and then it creates some crazy-ass life form.
as stupid as you are, it's entirely possible. Not short term, but long term. Because if we send organic stuff, like if there's grass up there, we're sending flowers, sending all kinds of shit, and it could
Yeah.
create, yeah. If there's oxygen, yeah.
And then in, like, 100,000 years, that life form invades us.
No, I don't think it's gonna be a smart. It could just be bacterias,
Yeah, bacteria.
but it could become super dangerous. Like if humans go revisit that garbage planet in
Yeah.
like 1,000 years, the bacteria could kill us because they've evolved. Yeah.
Or they turn into like if we send them to Venus. Venus is super hot. You know, it's very volcanic. Is that the planet?
With
Which,
Venus,
Which planet is super volcanic?
I don't fucking know.
I forgot.
Your ass. I don't fucking know. Uranus is very volcanic. I have no idea.
And like it creates some crazy ass like.
I know Saturn has those moons, right?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rings of Saturn.
Yeah.
They have the rings around it.
Or yeah, what if we just sent our garbage to orbit for infinity around Saturn?
No, you don't want to do that shit. That's crazy.
Why?
Orbit, because it could fly off. It could hit one of our ships in the future. It could hit an alien spacecraft, and they're gonna be all pissed off.
Imagine.
Like, are those people throwing garbage at us?
Imagine you're an astronaut.
No.
You're flying through space and a diaper hits the
Imagine
window.
you're an alien. You're like, we're only here for peaceful things, and then it's like, did they throw a diaper on us? Ready the beam. We're fucking that place up. We're leveling it. It's a brand new windshield. So no, you don't want it orbiting around. Anything could happen. It could fly back. You create. You don't want to do any of that shit. If it would be cost effective, you'd put on another planet, I guess. But how do you decide what planet is a shitty planet that you don't need anymore? Because we don't know much about the planets, really. Like, we haven't been to a lot of the planets to know.
Oh, man, there must be a volcano on planet Earth that is nowhere near civilization.
It's a volcano. You don't want to fuck with volcanoes, bro. Tectonic plates and shit under. If it erupts, you don't want to fuck with volcanoes.
But you know what's crazy? I was reading up about volcanoes.
Yeah.
And volcanoes are just pimples for planet Earth.
Okay, that's a stupid way of looking at things. But
know?
go on. Is that just
because you know how they form, right? Because of the tectonic plates, and,
Yeah.
and it looks like a little button, like a little pimple, like.
It looks like a button, guys.
You
So
know?
it looks like a pimple, guys. Look, my humor, highbrow. Volcanoes are just pimples. You ever notice that? Birds are just rats with wings. You ever thought of that, huh?
Pigeons are rats with wings.
They're all rats with wings.
What? No.
They're adorable.
What about
the invention of
eagles?
plastics to use in commercial use and products caused the problem. If we used biodegradable products, says the GG, then the planet would recycle it for us naturally. Yeah, but there's certain stuff you can't create biodegradably, right?
Well, how did we live all these years?
No, but there's certain stuff that we use now. How do we live all these years? Well, if you want to say that, then you would go back to farm life. You wouldn't have mass production. That's what I'm saying. We've grown accustomed to this, so we got to figure our shit out. If anyone ever questioned the necessity for Canada, this trash discussion answered the question.
By the way, just a pause. Did you see that fucking truck?
That just flew by.
Bro, what was that, bro? This is a 50-kilometer zone. The guy flew by at 150. Did you see that shit?
That's an explosion waiting to happen, sir.
Holy fuck, bro.
By the way, you know what I realized today when I was
Yes.
watching Trudeau across the street?
Yeah.
Trudeau was across the street from me, okay?
Yeah.
And I realized, like, Secret Service agents are there, whatever, the way they're looking. And I was like, fuck, man, this isn't good. Like, the way we do things here, it is so easy to get him killed, like, for him to be assassinated there. I came out of my house, took 3 steps, he was in front of me.
But then can't they all be assassinated super easily?
Yeah, but I mean, normally you don't want to put leaders in that high risk. I'm not saying I would have done something, but I'm saying it was so easy. There's so many people that live in that neighborhood. Somebody could have offed him if they
And
wanted
he's
to.
also very disliked, I would say.
But he's not disliked by people who would kill him. That's the thing, I think. He's disliked by people with brains.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the idiots like him. So that's why he's safe, I guess. But when I saw it, I'll go, this is not... Like, I felt like I was like, I feel like my prime minister should be more secure than this. Like, literally, a retard, like a crackhead from Park X could have touched him.
Angie the crackhead.
Yeah. You now have AIDS. Let's see, you guys are thinking too hard on this garbage. Just recycle and create
Well, because it's interesting.
reusable gases, yeah. Now, yeah, here's the thing. Silver and gold, it's only simple if the people that we're paying to do their job are actually doing it. But what it sounds like is like they're not. And also nobody wants to admit it and talk shit about India and China. Right? Same thing with climate change and all that about they want the US to pay everyone's bill. No, they shouldn't. They're the one. Are you all right, Poseidon?
I pulled something.
Uh-oh. Go into camera 2. Yeah. Touch that neck.
Ow, it hurts.
Does it?
Yeah, I pulled like a chin muscle or something.
A chin muscle.
Like a neck muscle as
Yeah.
I was yawning.
Can you deep throat or no? Now it's done.
I can't deep throat.
How are you going to make money on the side now?
Go fuck yourself.
The side gig is over.
You know, I actually have a terrible gag reflex.
All right. I believe you.
Like, you know the tongue scraper?
Yeah?
Like, I'll try to do that, and the moment I'll get halfway through the tongue, and I'm like, about to puke.
Oh! I don't want to brag. Oh!
Well, no, because you got to clean your tongue, right?
By the way, I have this new thing where I get Poseidon at restaurants to ask, you know how you ask for toothpicks? I get him to ask for dental floss. It is the funniest fucking thing.
Everyone answers seriously.
Yeah, because they all think it's like yesterday was the funniest. So I asked for toothpicks. The guy and then he's like, "Hey, let me ask you, do you guys have any dental floss?" And then the guy's face is like, no, I have some in the car if you want." We're gonna make it a thing.
Yeah.
There's certain
I
places.
think every restaurant I'm gonna go to now and ask for dental floss.
You know what? There's certain foods that you require fucking dental floss. Get stuck in your fucking teeth.
Toothpicks.
Toothpicks, bro. No. If it's between your teeth, you have tight teeth.
Oh my god, new business idea.
Dental floss.
No, okay, so you know those that bag of things, like it's like green and it's like a toothpick, but it's also floss on one side.
Yeah.
You package those up like toothpicks. Like, you know how they have them in the little plastic?
Yeah.
Package them up like toothpicks. Sell them to restaurants.
Get in my office.
No, seriously, think about
It
it.
could work actually, but I don't know if the demand.
Of course, it's a toothpick and floss.
Look, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. He may be on something.
No.
Yeah, but again, Silver and Gold says it's a plastic thing.
Oh,
So
fuck, goddamn it.
you're just out here trying to kill the turtles.
Bro, you know what? You make them out
Fuck
of
the penguins.
You make them out of wood, bro.
What?
You make them out of wood.
Jesus Christ! What are they? Hockey sticks? Calm down. Just keep a bag in your car. It's actually not a bad idea, to be honest. Like for restaurants and shit, especially restaurants that people need to pick their teeth after, depending on what they're serving. It's not a bad idea, but it's just so. It's the
You would have
money
to
thing.
mass produce it, and then you gotta.
They would have to buy it. They're going to be more expensive than toothpicks, so restaurants aren't going to want to waste money. There's certain restaurants that even buy shitty toilet paper, which I say if you're a restaurant, invest in toilet paper and also invest in paper towels.
Well, I
I don't like the hand dryers. I like
Yes,
paper towels.
I hate that shit too.
I like paper towels, yeah.
But
Tell me.
what was it saying? I saw a video once somewhere. I don't remember that. Apparently, hand dryers are actually more expensive than paper towel.
In the short term. In the long run, it's the opposite because paper towels you have
Okay.
to keep buying, whereas
Okay.
but it's disgusting.
No, but
And-
also because of the electricity that they
What do you
use.
mean?
They use a lot of electricity one shot spontaneously multiple times
yeah, maybe
because they
but-
gotta blow out hot air, and especially the ones with the intense
Yeah, but you
air.
do it. You blow out hot air all the time, and you
Out of my
still seem
asshole?
Fine, yeah, and your mouth, right, out of your fucking face. No, I prefer though the hand towels. I give your customers a good experience. I feel
Yeah.
cleaner that way. I can
Like
dry it
yesterday,
up.
the restaurant had hand towels. I like that.
It was a nice restaurant.
Yeah.
That's why they had hand towels. If it was another shithole, they wouldn't have hand towels.
And actually, the hand dryers are less sanitary.
I heard that too.
Because you know what some people do? Instead of putting soap and water and washing their hands like an
They
normal
just
human
put their
being,
dick under.
no, they just put water and go like this, and then go on the hand dryer, which just spreads all the fucking germs all over the fucking place.
Jesus Christ, Poseidon. Way to ruin everyone's Sunday.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, tell them some good things. How about that?
I don't
There's,
fucking know, bro.
there's no. He's like, I don't know anything good.
Bro, Asterix is out in the movie theaters.
You know what's good though? That the seasons are changing. There's still sun outside right now, and it's just about 6 p.m. here on the East Coast. So that's perfect. I like the days are getting longer.
But it's snowing.
Yeah, it's snowing. I mean, look at where we live, bro.
But it's gonna melt.
It's not even gonna land. It's melting on its way down. It's not the right temperature for this shit.
You know what's crazy though? Like I was in Homer's car, and all of a sudden we're driving, and like,
Wait, you were in Homer's car, and all of a sudden you were driving. It
No,
sounds
no.
like a kidnapping.
but you know what? No, he was driving. I was in the passenger seat, and we're just there chilling. I'm smoking my vape, and then it's clear, and then all of a sudden, bam, snow. It was like the craziest shit.
You thought normally when people are driving, they hear, "Snow is coming. Snow. Hey guys, we're here. Hey guys." Is that what normally happens?
No,
in your
but
head?
you see some kind of warning in the weather. You see it start to come down, and then you realize, oh, okay, it's starting to snow. But this was like out of thin air.
out of thin air.
Yeah,
As opposed
literally
as opposed to thick air, which is very different.
open air, bro. Open air snow.
Show us a 180 shot. We can't because we're not set up for the 180, but also the windows, because they weren't cleaned over the winter, are disgusting. So it's hard to see through. See
Yeah.
them? They're grimy.
Yeah.
So from the outside, not from the inside.
Like my cock.
So we need that guy to come, which is fucking a dangerous job. The guy who has to clean the windows.
Yeah. But they're paid very well, apparently.
Yeah, no shit. It's risky. I want him to be cleaning it while we're doing an episode one day so we can record him
Yeah.
while he's hanging.
So I don't remember. I think it was one of my neighbors. He started a business on window cleaning. And he's fucking making a killing.
If you anything you're good at, you can make money.
Yeah.
Anyways, Poseidon, we're going to start calling it a night in a bit. Poseidon, I know the answer to this, but just in case, are you promoting anything?
Just myself, my dick.
Okay, where are they going to find you and your dick?
On St. Catherine at the corner.
All right, what's your Twitter handle? That might be easier.
Oh.
Do you not know your Twitter handle?
What is my Twitter handle, bro? I'm bad at this technology thing,
Oh,
by the way.
Jesus
I'm like a
Christ.
60-year-old man in the body of a 25-year-old.
That's not a 25-year-old's body.
At the Poseidon 69.
All one word?
Yeah.
The Poseidon 69?
Yeah, the Poseidon 69. And my Instagram is poseidon.the.original.
Wait, what is it now? You changed on Instagram?
Yeah,
What is it?
poseidon.the.original.
Okay, you see, that's complicated. Why couldn't you get... That's why I
I
have
couldn't
Big
find other
P4H
stuff.
on all that stuff.
I couldn't
Big
find other-
P4H. That's
I
it.
couldn't find.
Anything easier? What you could have had Poseidon Hookers or Hookersidon.
Nah, I don't like that.
Okay. Could have had 2DM Sidon. Poseidon 2DM. Poseidon 2. Poseidon 2D. PantelisComedy.com.
Or Poseidon Too Deep.
Yeah. What? PantelisComedy.com for all of my things. iTunes, you could subscribe to the Pantelis podcast. And you'll be the first to know when that fucking psychic is on. Plus my interview, I'm going to get Mike Ward soon when we're not busy. I want him to do a serious interview, talk about the whole thing that happened with the court case and all that shit, so we could get that documented before the media decides to put a spin on it. Big P4H, Twitter, Instagram, all the same. You've already subscribed. If not, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. You'll be notified of all the videos here. We got This Just Thing, the Pantelis podcast, a couple of new shows that I'm thinking about with using the car and Poseidon. Car Sidon over here. And apart from that, I think that's it. 2 drink minimum weekly on Compound Media for the time being. 4 p.m. 2 drink minimum shots are always on YouTube as well, and on iTunes and on a SoundCloud or wherever the fuck, Google Play. So subscribe to that. Tell your friends about it. Remember, if you subscribe to the shots on iTunes and you leave a comment, that's what brings us higher in the rankings. It's not just the listens anymore. They want to see that there's interaction. Same thing with YouTube. Interact, like, share, all that shit. Subscribe to 2 drink minimum on YouTube. And that's it. That's all we can ask for. Poseidon, send him out. Send him home.
Ciao, Bella.
Yeah, make it weird.